announcement in May.
Oh, jeez. Hey there.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
You too.
What's happening? What's going on? You all right?
No.
All right. It's all right. You'll come around. How about that? Sound
Okay.
good? Steven's having problems this morning, too.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you noticed yesterday, I don't know if you were around much yesterday, Terry, but after the show, I noticed that Steven had an extra helping of stress. Well, you know, new child and all.
Right.
It just seemed to me, this is my interpretation, maybe I was reading too much into it, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would only stand to reason, and it only makes sense that he would be a little extra stressed out. He's all anxious about the child.
Yeah.
All anxious
edge.
about the child, Terry.
It's getting ready.
If he wasn't over anxious about the child, he would be non-human, something human.
Abnormal.
Abnormal works. Yeah, he'd be abnormal, and he's never been that.
No.
Yes,
Very normal.
but you have to acknowledge, Stephen, you look a little extra stressified.
Well, I thought it looked good yesterday.
Well, it's not about your overall appearance. It's just about the moments where you take those deep sighs and. Well, maybe a little different than that.
Yeah, okay.
You know, don't turn this into a harassing phone call.
Yeah.
It's just an observation.
Right.
May or may not be accurate.
Right. Well, you know, you get the car seats in the car. It's all becoming a reality. So
May not be accurate, but it's dead on.
the burning bush has spoken.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I saw your lovely wife yesterday in the office, and she's poking out more than ever. And she looks like
Poking out more than ever.
That was me, Terry.
Oh, oops.
But
Her belly.
Oh, I
Little
understand.
Benny's poking out. It looks
Yes.
like he's settling in, ready to come on down the birth canal.
Yeah, she's so big it looks like it's going to be Betty and the Jets coming out, Steve.
Oh, man.
I don't care. Anyway, you watch a little college football
Oh
last
my
night?
Yeah.
gosh.
Can somebody make a field goal, please?
Please.
Well, that was just an appetizer. I wound up staying up to the very end.
I couldn't. I was like, good night.
I was ready to go to bed at like 9:30 when overtime started, but you can't at that point. So I stayed up till what? It ended 10:15 or something,
Something
like
like
that.
that.
Yes. So that was just an appetizer for the greatest college football game of all time tonight. You know.
Yeah?
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Yeah, allegedly.
Whether it turns
Lots
out.
of hype, man.
Well, just going into the game, it's the biggest college football game ever.
The biggest.
It's big.
Yes. Two undefeated schools.
Whoa, Nelly.
From different necks of the woods. Are you kidding me? Can it get any more different than the surf and turf of California and the grit-eating Texas boys?
Hey.
Both undefeated, both ready to lock horns on the
Corn. Oh,
just-
that's Texas.
on the big old field tonight. Are you kidding?
Yeah, I know. Should be good.
Mm-hmm. The only question is whether to bet it or not.
Oh, jeez. Is that your big debate?
Well, yes.
Did you bet last night?
Well, the problem is, I bet that Ohio State game for $150 in the account that you
you
guys gave me for
won.
Christmas, and I won, and I took my account to new heights with my first bet, and then
He was hooked.
Hot Fudge Scott, after the show yesterday, says, well, you got to have something on the game tonight. I said, well, I have no real strong opinion. He said, well, you got to bet something. And he said this expert who people pay money to get his picks from, this guy named Feist or whatever, the people pay him money to get his picks.
Wow.
He goes, he likes Penn State.
Really?
So I was thinking, well, I'm not going to buy into that crap. Well, sometime just before kickoff, I said, well, let me throw a few bucks
Let me
on
buy
that.
into that crap, after all.
If this guy's an expert, then maybe I'll throw some money on it.
A couple shekels?
Well, a little bit more than a couple.
Oh, okay.
Not as much as a 150, but hey,
I agree.
that's a lot.
It wasn't my pick. Well, Penn State won.
Yeah, but they didn't win by 10.
Oh, I see. You took the
It
point.
was minus 10.
Minus.
And the expert thought they would cover the 10.
Wow.
But they did not.
Once it went into overtime, that's not going to happen.
The expert is lucky he doesn't know I know where he lives, Terry.
Yeah, you'd be knocking on the old
Yes.
door. Look, dude, give me my money.
Luckily, the fearless forecaster's never had to take a beating, Terry, because he's never been wrong.
Right.
Then all these little fearless forecaster wannabes like this dude Feist.
So that should teach you that you should never go to anyone but the fearless forecaster.
That's right, Terry.
So you've learned your lesson.
That's correct.
Okay, then.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Who's Feist like tonight?
Well, I think Spreitzer likes Texas.
Who's Spreitzer now?
Well, there's like three guys that.
It sounds like a carbonated drink.
I know it does. I'd like some Sprites and Coke, please.
And he makes picks, too, and people pay him for picks?
They pay him, yes.
It's got to be a great living.
Thanks for that Penn State pick.
Oh, he was the Penn State pick?
I think he was. I don't know. There's 3 of them, and I just look at them all, and they don't all pick every game, so you just combine them.
Yeah.
They're all one person.
Hot Carl Scott subscribes to a pool of people who make it their living to pick games.
Wow.
That's where he is in life.
What a career.
Those guys probably don't bet either.
I know, they just sit there and...
Yeah, they just have jerks like us pay them money.
Penn State, sure.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, yeah.
All right, so you have 3 guys that make the expert picks that you get online, and the guy who made the pick last night was not Feist, or was it Feist?
I think it was Spreitzer.
It was Spreitzer. Great. Much better. I feel much better now.
What's the third guy's name?
Yeah, what's the third guy's name?
I think you know the third guy.
Me, personally?
Dave Hogan.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I know him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's not bad. He doesn't pick a lot of games.
I know him when I lived in Las Vegas for 6 months, Terry. Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't miss him.
No, really? Big guy?
He looks and smells.
No.
Looks and smells like a guy that would be betting football all day long, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Little ball guy, Terry.
Really?
Right.
This in the sports book all day long?
So they're taking Texas in the points.
Is that who they're taking?
Yes.
You like Texas?
Yes.
All right, I'm thinking USC, if anything.
Is it truly the
I have noticed a lot of
Texas
times these guys,
defense
they're not
that
really
is-
dialed into the Pac-10 for some reason because it's kind of like, it's kind of the forgotten conference.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're not always right on the Pac-10 game, so I don't love their Pac-10 picks. So you may want to go out on your own.
I don't have as I said, I don't have a strong opinion on this game, Terry.
So why even bet?
Well, I'll bet everything.
Okay.
Also enjoying some Hawaii 5-0 time, Hollywood's favorite bikini-clad Into the Blue actress, Jessica Alba.
Nay.
After a breakout year in 05, the Hollywood stunner started 06 with a little R&R alongside boyfriend Cash Warren.
Well, she deserves it, Terry. She had such a breakout year in 05.
Well, she was pretty busy.
That was breakout year.
Well, yeah.
What does that mean? She actually got some parts?
Yeah, I think in 2005 she had a ton of, more than
Because I don't know if she had one big blockbuster hit. She was in a few movies.
She was in,
Into
but
the
they weren't just small movies though. They were, they had a lot of ads behind them and
Into the
marketing.
Blue, whatever the movie's called. Into the Blue, is that what it's called? I watched it yesterday. I don't even know what it's called. That's how good it was.
Out of the blue, into the blue.
Yeah, I mean, you see Jessica Alba in a bikini, that's all big time, but then like halfway through the movie, you just want to hang yourself. It's just awful.
Well, and then she's in the Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah, and she was into that movie, Sin City.
Yeah,
and all the
which is
comic book nerds love.
Right. So for her, those are some pretty...
That's a breakout year.
Yeah. Beefy roles, I guess,
All
for
right.
her.
Doesn't take much to have a breakout year anymore, it seems like.
Well, coming from Dark Angel.
I understand. It was, you've convinced me, Terry, it was, in fact, for Jessica Alba, a breakout year. Wow. Or does a breakout year for Jessica Alba just mean that Pasty Dave beat the Paddywhacker to her more times in 2005 than he did in 2004, Terry?
Probably that.
Really? You think more than previous years?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Yes. He's got it really down to a science now.
Oh, yeah. I can switch from left to right without even missing a beat.
Yes. Yes, he can, Terry. And because of that, it was a breakout year for Jessica Alba.
Yeah, we should write her a little letter, let her know that Pasty,
As far as how many torpedoes were fired by the pastiest of days.
Yeah.
Yes. Fire torpedo 4, here comes torpedo 5. Okay.
Right.
Periscope up, dude.
Breakout year there, Pasty.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, breakout.
Absolutely. She was huge this year.
All right, easy
She
there.
was huge.
All right, maybe you were, but I don't know about her.
Man.
Anyway, got the Magnum
Yeah, watch out.
at your disposal.
Really release some torpedoes out of that bad boy.
Somebody was huge. I don't know if you consider Jessica Alba huge. She's hot as hell. I'll give him that, Terry. But as far as being some megastar,
Well, she's on her way. How does that
she was in
sound?
3 movies when in 2004 she was in like no movies.
Well, when was her little dance movie? When was that?
2003.
Pasty? Was it 2003?
Hey,
Well.
I'm glad we can get that straight.
What, did he ever send her a picture of the Magnum or anything like that?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Like in a fan letter?
Yeah, he just put it up there on the photocopier and said, "Here." Just,
Had to put it in, like a poster container to mail it to her.
Pasty, apparently Stephen Kilworth needs the answer to this question. Did you ever send her a picture of the Magnum, or did you just send it to him for Christmas?
Yeah, Stephen was alone on the list.
Oh,
No.
I see. There it is. Breakout!
After a breakout year in 05, the Hollywood stunner started 06 with a little R&R alongside boyfriend Cash Warren.
Well, what are you going to do about this, Pasty?
oh, Cash Warren's got to go.
Yeah, but you got cash somewhere in your name.
See pictures of him in Hawaii.
It's a good start.
So is he a
He's got
nice
mogul
looking
in his
guy?
name.
Why don't you just call yourself Cash Dave?
Yeah, the guy's a hack.
He likes it when she has a boyfriend because then he has an excuse to not be with her.
Right.
Oh, well, it wasn't for him then.
Or anybody else.
Also true.
How about Kilbreth taking shots at the Pacers?
Wow.
I know.
It's not a shot.
Is
That's,
that what
that's
he-
his excuse.
Is that what he needs in his life?
No.
We've always talked about how
Why can't you take a shot and stand behind it?
he's
Instead-
idealizing Jessica.
Instead, you take a shot and then deny you took a shot.
Well, I don't think it was meant
Why
to be
is
a shot.
that the Kilbreth way?
Run and hide.
It wasn't meant to be a shot.
Duck behind the big rock.
Why is it stick and move with you?
Duck and cover.
Why? Why can't you throw a punch and then stand there and say, yeah, I did it, now what?
Well, I don't feel that way.
So instead, you throw a punch and then you cover up and weasel your way out of there.
Pretty much, yeah. It's part of my makeup.
I understand.
You wear makeup.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Fascinating. All right, there you go. Breakout year. What else is going on there, Terry? It's a big day. It's the morning of the day that will have the biggest college football game in the history of college football, which I understand has a little bit of a history, Terry.
Exciting.
Yes.
I can feel it.
I know you can. Now, what else is going on? Don't hit me with the minor story this week.
Oh,
Terry,
I
there's a
know.
story getting more sad than that.
I know.
Lord.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay, I won't hit you with that right now.
As tragic as it is to hear that there are minors trapped there and people trying to rescue them
Yeah.
and can't get to them, then the news last night at the church is they're all alive. Oops, we screwed up a little.
Yeah, just a tad.
I don't want to hear about it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to talk about it. Pretend like I just didn't.
Okay. We'll dump that.
All right.
I got some news for you about Lindsay Lohan, apparently.
Maybe we'll talk about it later.
All right.
Because it has to be talked about. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Man.
Lindsay Lohan had
Yeah, let's talk about Lindsay Lohan.
a pretty severe asthma attack, apparently.
What is she going to get stuck in a mine?
Well, she wouldn't survive either because she has pretty bad asthma.
Here's what happens when teenagers smoke cigarettes like idiots.
Well,
When they're
but
not ready to smoke as much as she smokes, Terry. She's not ready to handle Barbara.
the asthma,
I'm
it is
sure.
the asthma, they
I
say.
don't know what she's got, but it's not a...
Supposedly she was hospitalized because the asthma attack was so severe.
There's like 10 million people out there with asthma. They don't all get rushed to the hospital on a weekly basis.
No, not on a weekly basis, but, you know, they can. Apparently she was in Miami. She was going to host a New Year's Eve party at a nightclub, but she claims that the city's humidity got to her and she had trouble breathing.
In Miami?
In Miami.
I was there last week, too, Terry. It wasn't that humid.
So,
right.
well, I'm just telling you what the news is reporting.
I understand what the news is reporting. The news reported that the miners were alive.
Yes, I know that.
Okay?
I do.
The news reported that Jessica Alba had a breakout year.
Yes.
So my point is pretty clear.
Okay.
You can't go on what the news says.
All right.
So humid in Miami. It was 72.
Well,
And
can I give you?
it wasn't humid.
Well,
I was hoping it would get to 80. Put on my trunks.
oh yeah, show off the sexy bod of yours.
Yeah, I got trunks, man.
72 isn't warm enough for trunks?
72 is not warm enough for me for trunks.
Oh, wow.
In Florida?
Not for me.
Oh,
For most people, it is. I need a good 80 to go swimming. I get cold, man.
All right.
But that
All right.
water's pretty warm, isn't it?
Well, it depends where you're swimming. In the ocean, it's not heated.
Right, well, I
It
understand
would
that.
take quite a big heater to heat the ocean. If you know of one, let me know.
Well, it's warmer there than it is here, the water.
If you say so.
I would think so.
But it's very clear to me. 72, I don't go swimming.
Okay.
He doesn't even don the trunks.
79, you got your shorts ready to go?
78 or higher, I'm good to go. Now, you chubby people may have a different outlook on this.
48.
Okay. I understand how it works. Good for you.
Well, her rep claims that, you know, she had asthma as a child, and it's been a long time. This is her first attack since childhood, so.
How you two doing back there?
We're doing great.
Oh, good. Kendall speaking on behalf
I know.
of Winnie the Pooh.
We're fine, actually.
Steven
Thank
said-
you.
We're.
Steven said, speaking of asthma,
I was trying to find the connection between the
I just looked back and saw them, and there doesn't have to be a connection.
He just asked.
cute
All right.
sitting on the couch together.
There doesn't have to be a segue in everything radio shows do, all right?
Hey, speaking of segues,
I was riding mine the other day.
Steven, this radio professional that he is, apparently, feels like there's got to be a segue to everything. Speaking of asthma, how you guys doing back there?
Wonderful.
Okay.
It's a wee thing
Yes.
already.
Everything good okay with you, Kendall and the Ogre?
Yeah, things are going good.
Couple of days away from him leaving, and then you a few days later going to Italy.
Yeah.
Yes, don't pretend like you're sad. You're not
I am
sad
sad.
about it. Whatever.
You're so sad that you had to be here this morning.
How close are you to crying?
See you later, honey.
You could have been cuddling with the ogre yesterday and today, but instead you decide to come down and give us a radio cuddle. How's that for a segue, Steve? Yeah.
That's good. I like it.
Look, honey, I have to go not get paid. I'll be right back.
I know you're only leaving in a few days, but
How do you explain that? He's days away from leaving your life for extended periods of time, and here you are down here. How much can you really like this guy?
Whoa.
Should be like making him breakfast or something.
But instead, she almost made it seem like she was about to cry. But there are so many times that you look at Kendall during a day and she's about to cry. How do you live your life having
looking like that?
having it be that there are at least 6 times every day where you're on the verge of crying?
Well,
How does that happen?
because I'm just so happy the other times of the day.
How does that happen to an adult human being?
Well,
You're so close. Yesterday, how many times was she close to crying?
oh,
At least twice. No, at least twice.
No. When we were talking about the ogre and all that, and you were doing the ogre sounds, she was a little upset. Yes.
Me like sensitive woman.
I wasn't about to cry.
And then when she went out and it was,
What is that liquid coming from your eyes?
I know.
I just pounded so hard on the console that the computer.
See
What was that? What is it?
the keyboard.
The keyboard. That's what you call this thing?
Yeah.
It just fell.
Yeah, that is what it's called.
It's the ogre's fault.
Yeah. The ogre would stop walking around.
Yes.
But then when she went out to talk, I remember when she came back in from calling the ogre,
Yes.
she looked a little upset.
Well, she actually looked a little better at that point, I thought, Terry, because she determined that the ogre was still sleeping.
Yeah.
Me need my 10 hours. 10 hours of sleep he needs, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Sleep soundly like an ogre should.
Yeah.
College is great, huh?
Yes.
10 hours sleep every day.
Man. It's the life.
It is. Can we go back?
But yesterday when you got home, you and the ogre were picking right back up where you left off with the love life?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's nice.
We spent a good day together. It was fun.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Little picnic January lunch or what?
Yeah, of course.
In the living room. Oh, honey, feed me the grape.
We had a little Mexican food. It wasn't exactly as
Nothing like the ogre filled with Mexican food, huh?
That must have been fun.
It was a great day.
Hey, you guys
And
got
dinner
toilet
with the
paper up there?
parents.
I wouldn't go in that room for like 30 minutes, okay?
Unbelievable. That's lovely.
It is.
Yes.
Love.
That's what I would eat if I was the ogre in some strange family's house.
Right.
Mexican food.
Throw some hot sauce on there, would you? Jalapenos. Anything else that can give me dysentery?
Dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill.
And then there are the new photos of Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn cozying up yesterday in Las Vegas. The couple reportedly spent Christmas at the exclusive Montage Resort and Spa in Laguna Beach
Laguna Beach, Terry.
before heading to Vegas to ring in 2006 at Mandalay Bay's 40 Deuce.
40 Deuce, Terry.
Yeah.
Reports say Jen actually took the stage at the notorious burlesque bar Sunday,
A burlesque bar, Terry.
performing a special dance for Vince. A Happy New Year indeed.
She did a Happy New Year special dance for Vince Vaughn,
Wow.
Terry.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
At the 40 Deuce.
Because he's treating her relatively nice at this point in their relationship, and she just appreciates that after being treated like a common dog by Brad Pitt, Terry.
Right. He's gallivanting
It's
around with Angelina.
amazing how opportunistic a man can be, stepping into and hopefully it'd be a pretty hot woman's life after she had just been treated like a common dog. All you gotta do is just be relatively nice to her, and you get like provocative dances,
There you go.
and hummers,
Wow.
and hand jobs.
No, not all
the
of that.
40 Deuce?
Just for like basically doing nothing. For doing nothing. Only because you're there after she was treated like the common dog.
Yes, but I think, obviously he must make her laugh and bring some happiness to her life.
Yes, as I've pointed out many times on the show, that all a man really has to do in this world is make a woman laugh and you'll get laid.
There you go.
That's the way it works.
Yes.
It's a great thing. Women love to laugh,
We do.
and they have no ability to make themselves or anyone else laugh, so they depend on that. They need that. It's very important. That's it. I've made this very clear, Terry.
Well, their stupid friends can't make them laugh, right?
It's simple science. Men like boobs because they don't have them, but they want to be around them, Terry.
Right.
Women appreciate a sense of humor because they have no ability to make themselves or anyone else laugh, so they love to laugh.
Right.
So that ogre must be pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. Hilarious.
Knock, knock. Big stupid ogre. Okay. Anyway.
And then she falls out just giggling.
Laughing right now.
You're
She
treating
loves
me
it.
nice. Yeah, I can get laid, baby.
That's the quickest the ogre's ever spoken.
Now, Terry, have you
Yes.
ever done a provocative dance for any of your men?
No.
Never.
Never.
Really?
Wow, you're not a provocative. Well, at 4'11".
Yeah, it'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, just be awkward.
Like a character from Willow, from a Wizard of Oz. Or something.
We represent the lollipop trees.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's just not right.
Have to be sexy at 4'11".
That was a good answer, Terry. I mean, maybe you could ride like a cowgirl on the way to the town.
Oh,
isn't it?
honey.
But as far
Watch out.
as far as provocative dances, not up your alley, if you will.
Not up my alley.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. I got spurs that go jingle jangle.
Oh, jeez. There it is.
Don't need provocative dancing.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of spurs,
Yes.
that go a jingle, a jangle, a jingle.
Yes.
A good morning.
It's a jingle, 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 jingle. Good morning. Happy New Year to all you out there. Welcome back, by the way.
Yes, well, it's
Hey,
nice to have one, yes.
Are you sure you don't wear bells around your clit?
Okay. Why not start out 2006 right where we left off, Terry?
I think JD says jingle, 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 and bam!
Okay, John, how was your New Year? Was it everything you hoped it would be?
Right. It was awesome, actually. But
that right?
you know what I got to say right now?
Yes, John. We do
There
know
are
what you have to
some
say right
girls
now.
out there that I'm sure in the listening audience
Right.
that are saying, oh, hey, girl, someone put a stop payment on my reality check.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what they're saying, Terry, by the way. I mean, if you couldn't pick up on that, then you're just not wired in. Wired in.
Big hands, big feet. Well, we turn to Terry Free and says there's 4 reasons you want to meet.
Okay, John, I better ask the questions.
Yeah, hurry up.
Did you receive any big-time New Year's kisses this turn of the calendar?
I got some big old ass this weekend.
Okay, that's a no.
Yeah, that is
No,
a big
this
old
weekend,
no.
last weekend, and on the 31st.
All right, well, who was lucky enough? Who
So
was
the
lucky
game-
enough out there to give you the big New Year's kiss?
Smoochy, smoochy.
Look at that guy over there. What
Somebody
if he's
came from West Virginia to visit me. Her name was Passion.
Passion came from West Virginia
Sure she did.
to visit you on her own dime, John. She paid her own way to come
Half and
out
half.
to see you went Dutch on her ticket for you to come her to come out and see you and spend New Year's with
Well,
you.
if you want to call it a he-she, but yeah, she came all the way out here from West Virginia to visit me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I would
She-
say she is.
And she
probably
was
right.
she was
You
res-
all remember the phone call with Passion?
she was responsible for the big New Year's kiss that you received at the stroke of midnight when the ball was dropping and Dick Clark was talking out one side of his mouth.
The ball wasn't dropping in New York. It was dropping right at the Seattle Space Needle.
Nice. Okay, well, I'm glad you corrected me on that one, because I obviously was way off.
My guess.
When are you not on track?
Yeah, I guess you're
When are you not on track?
onto something.
Too confusing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like having a gay phone operator drop his bomb on every call.
Okay.
Watch out, because it may be pretty nasty.
I'm surprised you didn't call yesterday, John, which was the first day of the new year.
Well,
Just
you know what?
taking a day to
Speaking of
take it in. That's nice, Terry. Get a feel for how the year is going to be going, and then he calls in, makes his John impact.
Yeah.
Hey,
Such
Teaman,
impact.
you know what's surprising? That once you turn to the right of yourself and look through the double plate glass window
Right.
and look at that damn producer over there,
That's
I
right.
asked him, I says, when are you guys back on the air?
Mm-hmm.
He told me Thursday. And I happened to be listening yesterday.
Yeah, but he
and
told
there is something I want to say about Kendall's.
Thursday in July. Yeah, he told you Thursday what? You want to say?
Pacey answer you,
Mm-hmm.
some rubbing little freaking New Year bitch.
Okay, that's a good line. Now, you wanted to say what about yesterday's show?
I was saying that I was listening yesterday, but I wasn't able to call. But I want to know how big Kendall's Banana really got after she went to Larry's Market. I was listening.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, with that.
Recap on the show
That would
for
prove.
those who were
If you were listening, that's fine.
not tuned in.
Kendall. He's very into your.
And I want you to come over here, Kendall, before you take off to Italy, and come over here, clean my toilet, and give me some top of the woody, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, bring the ogre
Really?
with
That's
you.
what he's into?
Cleaning toilets. Wow.
Yes. That sounds like an offer you can't refuse, Kendall. Is that
Yeah,
right?
John, that will never happen. Now have a great New Year.
Happen, girl. Because you know what?
Uh-oh.
You're large, you're in charge, and baby, I tell you what, once you look downstairs at me, baby, when I come out with the darn toilet bowl cleaner, baby, it's a common word. Come to me, baby.
Okay.
You'll hit it, and you'll hit it hard.
All right, there he is, Terry. First call of the new year.
Oh, man.
Pasty trying to put it off till Thursday.
Yeah, he's trying really hard. Good move,
Yeah,
by the way.
Thursday, July 7th.
Right.
Nice try there, Pashla. Yes.
Can't believe I mixed the days up.
Okay, yes.
Sure you can.
Another shot.
Yeah. We always say.
Yes. You can take that, him calling you large and in charge?
It's John. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He was talking about the ogre.
Maybe sitting next to Vinny, you do look large, but everyone does. But, man. Huh.
Oh, you gotta love him.
Okay.
You do?
Really?
If you say so.
Oh,
Okay.
he's just so funny.
Maybe since you're putting it that way, you should stop by before you leave for Italy. Vinny the Pooh, you want to drive her over?
Yeah, we can do
We
that.
should make her go over there.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
because she
look,
said
dude,
that.
yeah, just because, yeah.
Right. Well, if you gotta love him, you gotta stand behind your words.
Yeah, there you go.
Go get a toilet bowl
Oh, look
cleaner.
at her. She's all scared now. Look at her face.
Why don't you... Hey, John, were you serious about that invitation?
Yeah, it's an invitation for Kendall to come over here before she takes off to Italy.
Well, what about today? How about this morning? Does that work for you?
Absolutely, right now. By the way,
But you have to be prepared to serve brunch. Are you going to serve brunch?
I'm going to serve not just brunch, but breakfast. And
Oh.
Big time.
Wow, that's over the top, John.
What
Hold
you
us
have
back.
what you have prepared or that you can prepare for Kendall for brunch, breakfast, and all the other fun stuff? What do you have as far as a menu you can throw together?
Well, right now I'm gonna fry up a little fried potatoes. I'm gonna put the pancakes on the griddle, and I'm gonna have bacon double cooked. And
Gotta go out and buy a griddle and batter.
I provide
And a stove.
salad that has bananas about to.
Okay. Anyway, it sounds like he's all ready for you. So you're ready for her this morning, is what you're saying?
I am. If
Okay.
she wants to come over here before she
Yes.
flies off to Italy,
She's dying to. Kendall.
And she has to eat the brunch.
As much as we're dying to have you here in the studio this morning, the invitation has been laid out, and it seems like you are more than ready to accept, so why should we stop the proceedings? Why don't you, with Vinny the Pooh, driving you over,
She shouldn't worry. She's got a wingman.
have brunch?
How's Vinny gonna protect me, Steve?
Whoa.
Going out his manhood.
Are you saying Vinny the Pooh is not capable of protecting any woman
No,
due to his slight stature, his little sleek little body there?
I'm just saying I need like 6 people to protect me from John. Maybe.
Sure, yeah.
You were loving him 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, you were.
I think he's hilarious. I mean, he's funny.
You're a
I
John
don't know
fan?
if I don't want to go to his house.
Well, he doesn't have a house, so you're lucky. Anyway, perfect. Yeah, he has a studio apartment, so you're in luck. Anyway, when we return, it'll be Vinny the Pooh and Kendall heading over for a little brunch. But I know the way you like it, Kendall, and don't worry, Vinny the Pooh will wait in the car while you and John
Oh, have a nice little get together.
are sitting down breaking bread.
Oh,
Paris was all smiles when she told me about her plans to ring in 2006.
Oh.
Is there going to be a guy here with you?
Yeah, obviously.
Who's that?
Yeah, obviously.
like,
I would
duh.
never go alone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Me without a man?
Oh,
Come on.
days.
How dare you?
Who wouldn't want to be with me?
Right.
Is there going to be a guy here with you?
She happens to be right. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to be with Paris Hilton on New Year's Eve? All right.
It's a pretty good New Year's Eve date.
Mm-hmm.
You might get a kiss at New Year's.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a guy here with you?
Yeah, obviously.
Who's that?
My boyfriend.
Stupid reporter.
Okay.
Man, would you just get hired or something?
Right.
But Vegas insiders report the heiress was none too happy when her boyfriend, 19-year-old Stavros Niarchos...
He's only 19, and he's run through Mary Kate and Paris.
Oh.
Yep.
That's a good start in life,
It
man.
is. Well, he's still running through Paris.
And more to come. Man. and his family, just to put the cherry on top, happens to be billionaires.
Yeah.
Not a bad little hand to be dealt in life, huh?
Right.
Yes.
A little side note there. Oh, you're a billionaire.
Yes.
Okay.
And didn't have to lift a finger for it.
Right.
That would be pretty nice, wouldn't it?
Jeez.
Was turned away from Sis Nikki's celebration at Pure Nightclub.
He was turned away because he's underage?
Yes.
Reports say Stavros flashed a fake ID to get into the party, but wasn't allowed in. Nikki and Paris reportedly stormed out of the club, but returned later to apologize.
Clearly, this underage guy thinks he can go to clubs, drink, and nothing's going to happen to him.
Oh! Attorney Harvey Levin's the managing editor of entertainment website TMZ.com. Just weeks ago, TMZ's cameras caught Stavros crashing Paris's brand new $162,000 Bentley into the back of a truck. The two were leaving Hollywood's trendy Element Club, where witnesses said Stavros had been drinking.
Oh. So this kid is being investigated by the LAPD. He could be prosecuted for hit and run.
Yeah.
What does he do?
Sure.
He tries to go to another club, and what do you think he's going to do there?
What?
This kid thinks he is above the law.
You run through Paris Hilton and Mary-Kate Olsen the same year, you are above the law as far as I'm concerned.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we'll see, huh?
I mean, any judge would realize that.
You did them both? Oh,
You
you're
had
gone.
sex with both of them in the same year? Yeah, case dismissed. You're above the law.
Have a great day.
All right.
Chambers now. Tell me all about it.
Do you have video?
Stiff lawyer Harvey sounds a little jealous.
Yeah.
This guy thinks he's above the law.
Yes.
Jeez.
Unreal.
I didn't know he was that young, though.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought he was at least 21. But
Yeah, because Paris is 20 now, or 21, right? She's
yeah,
21, 22?
Yeah.
22, yeah. So.
I thought she was with a dude like at least 24. Dude's 19.
Yeah?
Mary-Kate rocked her little bones.
Yeah.
That's all there is to her.
I know.
And then the oversized Paris Hilton,
Right.
compared to Mary-Kate, he had to take her down, Terry.
Yep.
Again and again. Not a bad way to go about it. All right, what else?
She'll be 25 next month.
Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Move it on.
She's getting old.
Move it
It's
on.
like Demi and Ashton, this relationship.
I know.
What else is going on there, Terrence?
Well, I have some more.
As we get set for the big John Kendall brunch.
Woo! Ow! Can't wait to see how his pancakes are.
Yes.
Some toast.
Save me some toast.
What else? What else?
Well, I have some more news in regards to the Hilton sisters, Nikki's little party or little get together at the club.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Nikki Hilton and her boyfriend Kevin Conley cracked open a $100,000 bottle of champagne.
Yeah, I got a couple of those at home.
Bring in the new year.
Right.
However, that
What can they put in that bottle to make it worth $100,000?
I don't know.
I mean, there's just got to be people that market these things and say, well, there's some people out there that'll pay anything for a bottle of champagne, and the more it is, the more they're apt to buy it. So let's just charge $100,000 for this thing.
And people buy. Yeah.
Yes. Because what could possibly be in the bottle that would make it a $100,000 bottle of champagne?
$100,000.
There would have to be $100,000 in cash.
Floating around. Taped to the bottom.
Floating around that you would have to use a hairdryer to dry out to make it worth what you're paying for.
Oh, man.
I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what was that now? I just got all caught up with
$100,000 bottle of champagne.
I heard
That's
that
how
part.
they rang in the new year.
That's exciting.
Together.
Okay, what else?
So, God, I don't know. Also, got some news for you about Kevin Federline. You can buy his new song for 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Yahoo's music page.
That'd be the opposite end of $100,000.
Right.
$1. Here you go.
Yes. And how many people are actually going to do that?
I don't know.
I would be more inclined to go to Gay Phone Operator's website and hear him singing for 99 cents, Terry.
Wow.
I'd be quicker to pay that money to purchase that item
Well,
than Kevin Federline's new single.
It's called Popo Zio.
The truth of the matter is, we've known Gay Phone Operator for about 7-8 years now. I've never heard the man sing.
Ever. Right.
And I'm ready to plop down my 99 cents quicker to hear him sing. To hear Gayest sing, Terry. Than to hear Kevin Federline and his new single.
But it's only 99 cents.
I got to go to Kevin Federline's site and give him 99 cents in PayPal?
Well, you do. It's through Yahoo Music, though.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have
That's
his
more
own.
pathetic than Gay selling little tank tops for 99 cents.
Right. At least he's trying to be an entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
Singing.
Remember when Gayest tried that?
Yes.
I still have a shirt.
Yeah, didn't Steve? Did
I
you
wear it all
buy,
the time.
buy an apron?
Yeah, we
Steven?
felt sorry for him, so we bought a couple items. This is more pathetic than that.
Well, you know, when your wife is about to divorce you and she's got all the money, you got to make money somehow, right?
All right, Stephen, buy it now.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you want the parental advisory one or the real one?
Let's go Kevin Federline hardcore.
Yeah, dirty and nasty, Kevin.
So if you download it now, can you play it through your little speaker there and we can hear it or no?
That I'm not sure. Well, I think I should be able to.
All right, make it happen.
What's your credit card number?
Oh, jeez. He's a credit card for 99 cents. That's
how are you supposed
I don't want the people at MasterCard and Visa to tape me.
How do I pay for it? Do I just tape 99 cents to the computer screen?
Put it in the little slot.
Yeah, coin slot.
You don't have a credit card?
No, I do. I was just kidding.
I'm sure you make a lot of 99-cent purchases. Come on.
Well, you want the...
You're the type...
You don't want the clean version, right? Or do you?
No.
You want the radio edit?
We want the real hardcore version.
Zio. Okay.
We'll worry about it.
Zio.
Oh, Popo. Okay.
Boo-boo.
That's
I'll buy the main version. Here we go.
Congratulations, you're the first one.
Get it now.
It's a big morning, Terry. We're, as we speak, downloading Kevin and Federline's big hit.
Oh.
We are also, Terry, the media over the years has brought you many a fine get-together between man and woman. I mean, you have Princess Di, the wedding with Prince Charles.
Yes.
You had Luke and Laura back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And this morning we bring you Kendall, the intern, and John, dysfunctional family member to the stars, sitting down for brunch. Does it get any more big time than that?
No, it doesn't. I don't think so.
Kendall?
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Vinny and I are just on I-5 headed down to John's apartment. Estate, the villa.
Yes.
Estate.
Calling him out.
You made it clear that you're a big John fan on the air just moments ago, so don't make it seem like you're all pained and suffering in this drive over there. You should be as happy as you sounded here in the studio before we presented you with this concept.
Yeah, she did say, "Oh, you just gotta love him."
She was so happy to hear from him, and she always is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's different when you hear him on the phone and when you have to go to his place of living. Like
maybe just a bit.
Yeah,
we may have to give you that
I
one.
think you guys would be afraid to. But we're going to have a great time. It should be a great breakfast, brunch, whatever he said that he was doing.
Yeah, well, he's whipping up something fancy for you right now, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Those potatoes and the pancakes, so.
Yeah, I'd like to see
He's
that.
got the old roofie omelet all ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
One of my favorites.
Thanks for sending Vinny to text me, though. Oh, my God. Vinny. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. Oh, we're almost getting an accident here, but it's
Steven,
okay.
report on that one. 405 S Curves, major accident. The Cube 93 Hummer has...
Oh, they're taking the Hummer. Wow.
Yeah, we're
Pretty suggestive, huh, Steven? Yes. Are you guys okay there? Is there any problems?
There was an accident. We had to slam on the brakes pretty fast, and the Hummer's quite a large vehicle.
If Kilbreath would actually report on these accidents, you would know them ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's too much to ask of a traffic reporter, I guess.
Where are they at?
I southbound, right by Tully's.
Yeah, Steve will have that in about 4 reports.
Well, that's how you find out information, is people telling you.
At about 9:30, Steve will have that one.
So look
Trying
out.
to help you out, Steven.
It's hard to hit the brakes when you got your pants around your ankles, Terry. I know that. Vinny the Pooh just may be in that particular posture right now.
Maybe so.
No, pants are fully on.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, this time.
Okay, good, because the ogre was getting a little concerned. Me jealous. Okay, very good. So there they are. They're traveling. They're avoiding the landmines that are the accidents around town.
Yeah.
And in a matter of no time, it'll be sitting down for brunch with 2 people that seem to be soulmates, Terry. I don't care who she's dating on what football team in this country.
Right.
This, as soon as they lock eyes, is clear to everyone that it's a match made in heaven.
Well, maybe John and the ogre have a lot of things in common. Same mentality.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that's fine. Yes.
It's probably tough to lock eyes with John since one looks that way and one looks that way. You can't really lock eyes with him.
Well, that'll be why they're soulmates, because Kendall knows just which eye to look into at the right time.
Okay, that's a good one. All right.
Now, Steven.
Yes.
Are we ready to hear Kevin Federline's Big Ditty there or
Well,
what?
I had to join the Yahoo Music Club first. So.
Wow, good.
Which is $6.99, by the way.
Whoa.
Steven's making sure it's on the record so he gets reimbursed for all this.
Barbara Hank will have a receipt by the end of the day.
Right.
Well, you guys are more than welcome to do it. If you...
Get it from petty cash.
We're not really asking to break the bank now, are we?
No,
Huh?
I know. I
Right.
don't think so, but it's just taking more time than I had anticipated.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's a problem. Okay, where is the problem?
Huh?
Oh, phone number. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he's loving putting that in.
Oh, yeah. Chat.
Yeah, that's my phone. S-H-O-T, okay.
All right, something tells me it's going to take some time. Is that right?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't realize you had to join the music club.
Whatever.
Well, some teen soccer players and their parents went to an Orlando hotel where other people were getting their kicks and playing the field.
Oh.
The families were in town for a 5-day soccer tournament sponsored by Disney. After they checked in, they discovered they were sharing the hotel with 200 self-described swingers. A number of the parents say the swingers flashed their naked bodies and paraded around the hotel wearing next to nothing.
Right.
There was a police officer there, and
Oh, yes, I bet there was one dressed up as one.
A construction worker.
we tried talking to him, and he said that
We
there was...
tried talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a New Yorker to me, Terry.
Yeah, that sounds funny, huh?
Yes.
You know, we tried talking to him, and he said that there was nothing illegal going on.
Oh.
So my husband got...
Technically, no. Now leave him alone so he can enjoy his weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He got the lucky straw that said he had to stake out the hotel for the weekend. And stake out he was. Huh?
We tried talking to him, and he said that there was nothing illegal going on.
Right.
So my husband got, very, very upset about it.
I'm sure.
So far, hotel managers are not saying anything.
So upset. Why aren't we swingers? Do you have that story you told me about just a minute ago, Terry? You have more details or any other details they're forgetting there?
Well, no, that there were 200.
I have it here in the paper, too, by the way.
200 hardcore swingers.
It's big news.
It is.
She said 200, I think.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's not new news.
Well, I just think
I don't think she said hardcore, Terry.
Well,
they're hardcore swingers, according to your news report?
This news report said.
Because they're swingers. They're hardcore swingers.
Well, the other thing that I think is interesting is that the travel agency booked both the swingers party and the soccer tournament people.
One travel agency booked them both.
Right.
So you think they knew and said, we just want the commission, we don't care.
Yes.
Or do you think maybe the swingers, I don't know if the swingers convention or whatever you would call it, would come right out and say, yeah, we want to book 150 rooms, 100 rooms for 200 people for the big swingers weekend. They probably just said, we're having a big party at the hotel, and that's that. Yeah. The travel agency probably didn't know. And even if they did, they don't care.
I know they don't care. But
Commission!
I understand that, but I think that if they had known, and I think
they should be somewhat responsible.
Yeah, I think they should at least, kind of forewarn a little bit.
What did they do that's so harmful, these swingers being in the same hotel as a bunch of, it was a girls' soccer tournament?
Yes, ages 11 to 13.
Yeah, it actually says here that a lot of older brothers were forced to tag along with their families that I'm sure they weren't too upset when they got to the hotel.
No. Not after seeing
It says here, 15-year-old boy Walker Downs said, quote, some lady pulled down her skirt to show me a black thong with diamonds.
Oh, man.
You know how he spent the rest of his weekend. Like every healthy 15-year-old boy should be doing, Terry.
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't you want to go to dinner with the family? No, I'm good here. Have a saltine.
And so what's the big deal? What really happened there?
That, that they were exposed to a lot of nakedness.
And?
Breasts and thongs.
What kind of nakedness? They didn't see any breasts pressed up against their face.
Well, but
if you saw a little boobie from through a glass with a plate window kind of deal. And what? Their life is forever altered now?
But it's a little embarrassing, for not only for the parents, but for the young girls.
The truth of the matter is swingers are actually usually never that hot. I've seen a lot of HBO specials, Showtime specials. They're always very earthy, ugly. And that's probably why they become swingers. Guys are just like, you're so damn ugly, I got to screw some other people, or else this marriage is never going to work.
Screw some other ugly people?
Right.
Well, some ugly people that are better looking ugly than you.
But the only thing more... perhaps unattractive than these swinger women are these fat, ugly soccer moms that got all jealous that they weren't even as attractive as the greasy swingers.
Wow,
so what do? They create a big stink. Now it's a big news story. Everyone's talking about it all over the country that the hotel could be so irresponsible to put a group of swingers in the same hotel as a big soccer weekend convention kind of deal, whatever you call soccer weekends. I don't think they're conventions, but close enough.
Tournaments.
Tournament
is what you call them.
Whatever.
Lame is what
Lame,
you call
boring. Passing the time. It's a big hotel.
Yes.
There are plenty of ballrooms.
There are, but, maybe there was only, one specific...
I truly mean ballrooms.
Oh, yeah, balls only in here.
Maybe there was only one specific, swimming pool or something like that. And
so what?
There goes the swingers all butt naked down the slide, I mean,
I'm sure they weren't naked.
I'm sure, yeah.
Swinger doesn't mean that you're an exhibitionist.
Swinger doesn't mean you run to the vending machine down the hall of the hotel butt naked.
I understand.
That's called spring break.
Unless, of course, you really need a Snickers. Come on.
But you have to admit, swingers are probably a little bit more... less covered up.
More or less, which is it?
Less covered up.
I think they're more
open to
the more
exposing
open,
themselves.
free, easy, and careless.
I don't know about that. I think they're everywhere.
Oh,
if you watch the HBO specials, they're next door to you.
You never know who's a swinger.
Well, those are the closet swingers. These are hardcore.
Hardcore.
So the travel agency should have asked, are you closet swingers or are you hardcore swingers? Because we have a soccer convention coming in, and if you're hardcore swingers, we're going to have to put you in the Radisson.
Oh, that's great. My son wanted to go to that convention.
I don't think people usually give up their sexual orientation or their lifestyle when they book a trip, do they?
But you have to remember,
I'm going to Cancun with 10 buddies, and we really want to have unprotected sex with a lot of women.
The ones they seem most concerned about in this story that I have on this deal is the teenage boys that got dragged to this soccer tournament by their families on New Year's weekend, by the way, because they were exposed to all that went on. It seems to me, if I was 15-year-olds and dragged to my sister's soccer tournament, this is the only thing that could salvage it.
Right.
And you're talking about what damage has been done here. What damage has been done? No damage!
Well, maybe, it may be okay for you that your daughter is exposed without warning to breasts and stuff like that, but...
Maybe a swagger who had to stumble onto a swingers convention at 15, he would have turned out to be normal.
Well, maybe so.
He wasn't that lucky.
But still... I still think that the hotel and travel agency probably should have at least put some kind of warning there saying, look.
And they should be held responsible? Nothing illegal took place, Terry.
Nothing illegal, but they should at least, be responsible.
You're a separatist.
No, I'm not.
That's what you are.
I'm just saying they should have at least informed everybody, hey, look,
okay, so
there may be some activities going on, so you may want to...
Anytime you book a hotel, you have to find out what conventions are going on, because maybe I have a problem with the fertilizer convention going on amongst the gardeners that are getting together.
You're allergic to it.
Yeah, maybe I have a problem with that. They have to, from now on, when you book yourself at a hotel, they have to be responsible to tell you everything that's going on in the hotel that weekend?
Well, and actually, hotels are pretty good at saying, putting up a big sign, welcome so-and-so convention.
Yeah, but if you're already booked, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Yes, I understand they're booked and everything, but at least kind of give some kind of warning, some kind of, we booked another situation going on here, whatever.
Blah, blah, blah. It's one of those many
So you want your daughter to be exposed to penis all over the place?
Wow.
Hey, baby, come sit on my lap.
Listen, just because there was a swinger convention doesn't mean she'd be exposed to penises on her forehead the whole weekend.
She was exposed to breasts.
Well, I just want to make it clear this is another example of the media turning something that is completely not that big a deal into a huge human interest story. Oh, the horror. The damage that was done. Meanwhile, they told those families yesterday that the minors were alive. Oops, we screwed up. They're dead.
Right. There was a miscommunication.
Are you kidding me?
I know.
Can I get a story get any sadder than that? Try to devise a story that's sadder than that. Not only did you have the miners, over the past couple of days you heard about they were trapped and the rescuers couldn't get there in time.
Right.
But then to add a little extra to it, the news last night was that they're alive, and everyone comes out of the church all happy, and then they're told they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
And why? Because the media wants to race to get to the story first. I'm imagining that's the reason. Everyone has to be first to report the story, so they didn't even get the facts right.
Well, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't confirm it.
Right.
The guy from the company told them that.
Yeah.
Keep their pie hole shut till they're sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they figure if it was coming from the head of the company, that it was right, but it was not confirmed.
No. And so...
What was that story you used to laugh about on the sports radio station here in this building? About that dude? Oh, yeah. You always joke about that. What was that? There was some...
Well, there was
that the Mike Fryer story?
Yeah, Mike Fryer was in a drunken driving accident for the Seahawks.
Oh, I remember now, yeah. He was
a new guy doing updates at sports radio.
This was like 93, 94. There was that car accident amongst the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike Fryer was involved, and there was this new update guy on sports radio going on the air, and he had just reported in his update that Mike Fryer had died, and then a couple of seconds later he said, "Oh wait, check that, he's just paralyzed."
Right.
Right. Oh well, cool.
It's a little bit happier ending.
Yeah, at least that's an upgrade.
Right.
Oh, phew.
He's still breathing.
Man.
So High Cross Guard always walks around going, "Oh, check that, he's just paralyzed."
God, that's awful.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. Sad.
And you're worried about a couple of strippers with a couple of breasts going to booba da booba da booba, then a couple of 15-year-old boys' faces. Big deal. Big deal.
I thought swingers were pretty discreet. Like they just,
yeah, I think
a couple goes into the...
Not hardcore swingers.
I forgot about that.
You haven't come across these hardcore swingers.
Come across.
Everyone into the pew.
Well, these young girls came across the
cannonball.
hardcore swing.
Whatever.
So,
well, if it is a convention, I guess it's more
swingers are swingers. There's no hardcore and softcore. They're swingers.
Well, when you have 200 gathering for a convention, they're obviously not going to be, incognito.
If you don't mind watching the guy run through your wife, that's pretty hardcore to me. No matter how you slice it, okay?
Yeah.
So, how was he? Jeez, you need that in your life? That's pretty hardcore.
He looked like he got you good towards the end there. Is that right?
Yeah, you really liked that part, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Oh, man.
Why don't they just get together and play balderdash? I mean, come on, people.
Oh, they do, Steven.
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Some are bald, some aren't.
Jeez.
At 1-866-663-T-Man, Terry is horrified that this hotel could have such irresponsible people working for it, and the travel agency also should be held responsible, and lawsuits should come about because of all the trauma that was caused.
I think a nice little warning would have been perfect.
I'm telling you, they probably didn't even know who was coming, Terry.
Yeah.
I disagree with that totally.
1-8.
I think they know.
Let me open the phone lines.
What if there's a warning? Hey, there's a family they have 5 kids. Do you want to stay in here this weekend?
Right.
There could be a lot of things that bother people.
As far as conventions are...
It's not...
No, I understand your point.
I didn't realize,
illegal.
Stephen, you were all about it. I mean, I didn't
No,
realize
I'm not.
you were so supportive.
I shouldn't have said that because I agree with you.
It's not illegal.
So swing away there, Big Daddy.
Oh.
Well, obviously, you just didn't hear what I said.
It may not be a convention per se. It might just be like, we need 100 rooms. Here are the names.
And they're going to say, why? They always ask, why?
Yeah.
What is it for?
They don't, have meetings with slideshows and stuff like that. It's not a convention.
Well, how do you know?
They just had a big get-together.
Hello, my name is Bob on your ass cheek.
What if they were using the ballrooms? I mean, they had a party or something, or they had some sort of...
Who said they were using the ballrooms?
I thought you did.
I was joking.
No.
Ballrooms. That's a slow dance. God.
They were having an auction to raise money. Who knows?
Right.
Maybe so.
Because Frank the Swinger needs a kidney.
Right.
1-866-663-T-Man. Before I get to the phone lines, speaking of needy kidneys, Kendall!
Hi, team.
Where are you?
We are approaching the apartment building right now. We're parking.
Really? That quick?
Wow. And John is coming out of his apartment building.
Mm-hmm. It's a big moment, Terry.
Mm-hmm. It looks like he's taking out the trash.
Well,
he's cleaning up madly.
So you see him. This is the big how do you do moment that we're experiencing right now live and in color.
The blue fleece that he wears every day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've seen him without the blue FUBU fleece on ever.
Okay, so you're a big... What's the deal? You're excited to go up and have brunch or what?
Oh, yeah, it should be great. I mean, he's taking out the trash. He's getting the apartment.
Well, why don't you go up and say hi? Why don't you introduce yourself?
He's over by the dumpsters.
You what?
He's over by the dumpsters.
I don't go to the dumpsters.
Oh, my God.
Just take out the trash or a human head.
Come on, Vinny.
Can't tell from here.
Come on.
Okay, we're getting out. We're
Vinny stays in the car.
Yes, Vinny stays in the car.
Vinny does not stay in the car.
Whoa.
All right, we'll just get there already. What's going on?
She's there.
Oh,
He's coming
get to the apartment. Get to the apartment, I mean. Get in the apartment.
Okay, he's coming towards us. He's kind of far away from the apartment right now.
Here he comes.
So I think we're walking up to the apartment. There's a whole bunch of people staring at us.
Oh, jeez. Everyone's coming out of their apartment. Is it love at first sight, Kendall?
What? What'd you say?
Mm.
Someone's yelling at me.
Terry, it's long overdue.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm quite the matchmaker.
You are.
Kendall and John going to have brunch in his apartment this morning.
I can feel the love.
Where are you? What's happening?
Hi, John.
Oh, dear.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, God.
You're looking good for you going to Italy, girl.
Get in your apartment, John. Come on.
Hurry up, John. Get in the apartment.
Okay.
Hey, I'm doing right now. You know what? I got my name.
Okay, I think he thinks he's on the air.
He's screaming to his neighbors, Terry. He actually has a girl over his place.
He's screaming into the phone.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know what? That's my pimp right there, don't you know?
Okay, this should be wonderful. All right, 1-866-663-Teaman. As I said, you're on the air. That's a toll-free number, as you know, Terry.
Yeah.
Good morning. How are you? Who's this?
Yeah, hey, good morning. This is Brandon.
How you doing, Brandon?
Doing pretty good, T-Man. You?
I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking.
All right. Yeah, I just wanted to say that, America's a little too uptight about this whole thing. I think that if we were a little more like Europe, where you're raised around nudity and whatnot, we wouldn't be so anal retentive here in the U.S.
We're best of our own bodies here in America, but we're the fattest country in the world.
Have you seen our bodies lately?
So maybe we should be. But I'm sure the swingers were in decent shape, Terry. You're not going to be this... Well, I don't know what goes on with those swingers, because maybe there are some real portly swingers, but...
Play dumb.
Okay, well... It's a good point. It's a good point, Brandon. Is that your name, Brandon?
Yes.
Yes, thanks for the call. Okay, you probably had more to say, but we got to move along. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. I've been to those swingers parties before.
Now, do you think they were irresponsible, as Terry wants to proclaim, and it was a horror that this happened, mixing the soccer tournament teenagers and their parents with the swinger hardcores?
No, it's like New Year's Eve. It's just like a big party, you know?
It was
like
New Year's weekend anyway, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
People are all dressed up, and
what is he going to think he goes?
Having a good time, and it's not like everybody's running around naked, and they're not like screwing in the hallways and stuff.
Yeah, swingers really put it in overdrive on New Year's weekend for some reason. They do.
Well, obviously, they were out there in little or nothing because, breasts were exposed. There was nakedness.
Is it anything they don't see on TV every week, Terry?
Wow.
This is in the flesh?
Yeah.
You're on the air. Hello.
Yeah, hi, T-Man.
Yes.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Good. I just want to say I used to be a travel agent, and when somebody calls up to book a group, they don't say, hey, we're swingers. I mean, maybe
that's what I was thinking. We have a group of 200. We'd like to book some rooms. That's
exactly.
That. I mean, they don't get all, if they don't, it's not your responsibility to get all personal and ask what the purpose is for your visit, right?
Exactly. I mean, sometimes you get in with people and they're nice and they say, oh, we're having a family reunion, yada, yada, yada. But a swingers group is not going to say, yeah, we have a bunch of swingers and we're going to get together and have a lot of sex. I mean,
right.
That's what family reunion's code for, though.
I'm going to call the travel agent and say Axe Murderers Convention this weekend. What do you think? Can we book 100 rooms?
We're doing some Al-Qaeda training this weekend at the hotel.
Yeah, I'll see how far that gets.
Craziness. Terry, you're off your rocker. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
I mean, like I said, I think it's great, man. I wish I had a 15-year-old son to take to a swingers.
Oh, man. This man wants to be alerted ahead of time when the next swingers convention is showing up around town, Terry, so he can book a room.
Oh.
It's a
for his family.
Experience. Instead of having one and then, going home, you have 5 or 6. So, it's a good learning experience, So, especially with an older woman, too,
Well, it's not like they're hookers, right?
Exactly.
They don't do that, but that's
like
what he's implying.
They could be school teachers and lawyers, So, I mean, I think it's kind of cool, If I would have went with my wife, the first thing I would have did is got my wife another room somewhere else.
Yes.
And me and my son would stay there.
There you go. Who's to say, Terry, that a convention among some seedy lawyers being exposed to your children is any better than them being exposed to hardcore swingers?
Yeah, well.
Who's to say,
I don't think I'm
Terry?
letting my 5 children, run around, out of control and, butt naked and all that.
Well, the teenagers got naked with the swingers, Terry, if that's what you're saying.
Well, I'm talking about the swingers.
Well, you're on the air. Every teenager should be so lucky.
Okay.
But if they're coming up and flashing them, I mean, that's inappropriate.
Well, if they ask for it, then you're on the air. Hello?
Hello.
Yes. You're on.
Hi. I'm in the lifestyle, and honestly, we try to keep that away from, because we have kids ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We have kids. We don't want that around our kids.
Well, apparently not in Orlando this weekend because
that's adult lifestyle.
These
stuff.
particular
so we
swingers
keep it among adults.
Well, I'm telling you that these particular swingers apparently didn't follow that code of conduct because they did not do their best to keep it away from the teenagers. They were pulling up their dresses, whatever they had on, and exposing their thoughts.
The women get more wild out of swingers things than anything because most of the women are bi.
Diamond-studded thongs in the face of a drooling 15-year-old was the scene at this particular hotel in Orlando at the Crown Plaza. Just be excited that you're at a Crown Plaza, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
How long has this lady been doing this?
How long have you been doing the lifestyle? Hello? Oh, she dropped off. Get things to do.
Soccer kids should have been at Disney World anyway.
She has 6 guys to go score.
Right. They're on their way over.
What's that now, Steven?
Soccer kids should have been at Disney World. They're in Orlando,
What kind of soccer tournament's going on New Year's weekend anyway?
They had, it was Disney's soccer showcase.
I wasn't looking for an answer, Terry. It was a rhetorical question.
But if you're going to stay in a hotel on New Year's Eve, there could be some bad stuff going on.
But why would swingers choose Disney?
Great point. You check into a hotel New Year's Eve, you're going to get something. All right?
But Disney is like
There's
kids
going to be drunks. There's going to be drunks running around no matter what hotel you check in New Year's Eve doing who knows what, Terry. Oh, but they're quote-unquote swingers.
Right.
Oh, the horror of it all. You're on the air. Yes.
Hey, T-Man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I just want to know when the next convention is because I got 2 little boys that I want to break in.
Jeez.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
They're ready to start soccer.
Seems, Terry, that not too many callers, at least thus far, are echoing your sentiments of horror.
Right.
Well, it doesn't seem like people understand what swinging is. I don't
Right,
think that
no,
they just swing with
that's-
15-year-old boys.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's not swinging. That's
It's not like you take your 15-year-old boy and let them experience an older woman.
Well, and that's the point, that these 15-year-old boys weren't automatically, because they're in the hotel, thrusted into the mosh pit of swingers.
Well, but I'm just saying that it was probably exposing kids, as a parent, without any forewarning and without prior consent and being kind of caught off guard.
Your overzealous parental ways. You need a warning label on everything in life.
What?
Can't take a step in any direction without a warning label. Unbelievable. Well, guess what? The world isn't loaded with warning labels. There's a lot of boogeymen out there, baby. Flick one right at you.
No, gross.
I didn't really pick it. That's disgusting. Anyhow, speaking of that, Kendall, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here right now.
What do you got, baby? What's going on?
Oh, well, we just got John showed us around his apartment. We saw his tape collection of all the past shows for the last 10 years.
It's amazing how John has this unbelievable extensive library of tapes at his disposal of every show we've ever done, Terry.
Lined up all around the apartment.
Is
and
that
then
right?
there's bags of them in the closet.
I've always wondered about that.
He doesn't have them all archived and dated?
What? I can't hear you screaming.
Oh, jeez. What a shock. Is he serving brunch as he promised to do for you, Kendall?
Yeah.
And how is that going so far?
It's going good. He's making bacon and what kind of eggs
bet he is.
Oh, yeah, I'll be making bacon later.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of eggs?
Oh, I don't know.
A vanilla.
Some kind of Fred Meyer bacon?
It sounds like you're enjoying yourself, Kendall. It sounds like the
Winco bacon.
the ogre could be in a little bit of trouble here, Terry.
Yeah,
she's being swept off her feet by the smell of pork.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he's playing songs on his electric keyboard, too.
Wow, that must be
So everything is coming together, Terry. All the tapes that he's always played and the keyboard we've heard for years. And what about the roommate? What's the roommate's name?
Kevin.
What about the roommate, Kevin? Any sign of Kevin anywhere? All right, she can't listen to me.
Or his mom.
Yeah, his mom there.
The name heart on the mic.
Kendall.
Nice.
Are you still alive, Kendall?
No.
Kendall was thrown into the dungeon.
Got his hat turned backward. He's a skirt.
Oh, that's very exciting. Kendall.
He's a whistler.
She's mesmerized.
She is.
She's mesmerized.
She does love it.
She's very romantic.
Forget it, Italy. They're going to run off together, Terry.
It's time to turn the bacon.
Mm-hmm.
The Teaman.
Oh, baby, nobody ever made me feel this way. I must stick with you.
Welcome back. A California couple has a lot of explaining to do about their New Year's trip to Las Vegas.
Oh!
Police say the couple flew to Vegas and left their 2 children home alone. Police found the 10 and 5-year-old kids asleep in their beds after their grandmother called and asked police to check on them. The couple asked the grandmother to watch the boys. She was busy and suggested they take the boys along.
Uh-huh.
And she said, "Oh, but we are newlyweds. And we are working, we deserve our vacation."
Mm-hmm.
They are perfect parents for dogs.
Wow.
They are perfect parents for dogs, Terry.
That's right. Harsh words. But I agree.
It's her own mom talking.
I know.
About her daughter.
Yes.
But their feeling was, we're newlyweds. We deserve our vacation. And these kids coming along would only drag us down.
Oh, jeez. So you got to go to Vegas.
So I got to leave them home. Let me just tell you this. This is, if this hasn't been already put in the list of T-Man rules, this is T-Man rule number 301, Terry.
Wow, there's that many?
Yes. Oh, we're moving along, Steve, with the T-Man rules, because there are so many that people just apparently need to know. I figured they would know this on their own, but obviously I overestimate people, and they don't know it, Terry. If you have a 10-year-old kid and you get married, you don't deserve a honeymoon. All right?
I got
Just thank the heavens someone out there was willing to marry your dumbass. That's what you should be thankful for. Not like you deserve. This is entitled to you that you deserve a honeymoon.
Right.
Goodness sake.
Maybe a family trip.
I did that.
Terry had a family honeymoon.
Yeah,
it was
did.
very romantic.
That's what you
get.
That's what you get when you have a 10-year-old and you get married.
We had a blast.
Can't imagine you leaving him at home.
I know.
No wonder this grandma's all upset. I think she's Filipino, Terry. She sound Filipino to you? Oh, you wouldn't know. I would know better than you.
Yeah, you would.
And she said, "Oh, but we are newlyweds. And we are working, we deserve our vacation. They are perfect parents for dogs." Is what I can say. But not for Joshua and Jason.
Yeah, I've heard that Filipino temper before.
They are perfect parents for dogs, is what I can say. But not for Joshua and Jason.
Yeah. And if it's a gambling story, they're definitely Filipinos, Terry.
Yeah, that's true. That's why they went to Vegas.
They had to go to Vegas so bad. Yes, I feel really pretty secure that these are Filipinos we're talking about here, Terry.
Probably not Swedish, right?
No.
Okay.
We are working, we deserve our vacation.
Wow.
They are perfect parents for dogs, is what I can say.
I'd feel bad for the dogs.
Yeah, although you still have to feed the dogs.
I wouldn't even leave my dogs for 2 days.
No, not at all.
But not for Joshua and Jason.
And some might dispute the dog comment. The 5-year-old is autistic. Police.
5-year-old's autistic.
Oh, my
nice.
gosh.
Man, can we pile any more crap onto the story? And the 10-year-old has no limbs. So,
Yeah, right.
Found a gas fireplace running, but both boys, thankfully, are fine. They finally reached the parents yesterday, still in Las Vegas.
Oh,
Still
my
in Vegas.
hey, I'm on a roll here at the blackjack table. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't jinx me.
Got tickets to Celine Dion.
I'm going to double down here. Double down.
Oh, we have kids? Oh, we'll get back to them.
God, I can't leave.
I'm hot. I'm at the crab table. Give me hot. Beautiful story.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Baby needs a new set of parents.
You think? Jeez. Brutal.
Oh.
My parents went to Circus. All I got was this T-shirt.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
but I have no body to fill it out with because I'm
right.
I'm starving. What else is going on in the world besides these very interesting stories that I'm hearing about, Terry? Yes. What do you have on your pile of interesting items?
Quick little note for you.
Yes.
Football has far surpassed any other sport as the most popular sport among men.
No, we didn't need you to tell us that.
Well, okay.
And you know why?
Why is that?
Because it's the best sport.
Well, yeah.
Plain and simple. What, are you going to give me boring baseball as a more fascinating sport? Come on. Football's where it's at.
Well, it used to be number one.
Don't discount the influx of fantasy football players over the past 10 years to make football far and away your most popular sport.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
I mean, even I was watching some of the games that...
There you go.
Because of fantasy
There
football.
you go. Once we've recruited Kilbreth to watch football, that was it. It's over.
Yeah.
It's clearly your most popular sport.
Right. Well, and it's all in my house, too. So.
And what a time to report on that, Terry, when the Seahawks are taking over the world.
Now, do we know when they play or anything yet? I mean, do we...
Well, it was reported in the paper that if you really need to know, if the Washington Redskins win their game on Saturday, then the Seahawks are automatically locked into a game with the Redskins.
Whoa, that ought to be interesting.
Mark Purnell.
Mm-hmm. What are you suggesting? A tug at my own?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
You're probably right there.
Uh-huh. It's a little tough for you.
They would play the Redskins on Saturday.
Yes.
If the Redskins lose to Tampa Bay, then they would play on Sunday, the, 15th or 16th? One of those days.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever Sunday is.
Yeah.
So if it's against the Redskins, it's Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
But they won't play Tampa Bay. They'll play one of the other teams,
They cannot play Tampa Bay. That's the only team they can't play.
Right.
Oh,
they can play either the Redskins, the Carolina Panthers, or the New York Giants.
Football Giants?
The football Giants. Leave Barry Bonds at home. It's the football Giants.
Wow.
And the likelihood is that they probably play the Giants because they're favored in the game against Carolina, and they're playing in the Meadowlands, Terry. So the likelihood is the game will be Sunday at 1:15.
The 15th, yeah.
On the 15th.
Of a 3-day weekend, right?
Of a 3-day weekend.
Is that right? Oh, I can get drunk on either day?
Yes,
Oh, no,
you
I don't
can.
care which day the game is. I was rooting for Saturday for a while there.
Nice.
Now
MLK
you don't
Day
care-
on
on the
Monday.
16th.
On that Monday.
Wow.
So, yes, you can get all liquored up.
Oh,
Shines the Seahawks.
I'll be in jail after the game.
Mm-hmm. See you there.
And it's here.
Of course it's here. Every game
Is
until
all
the
we have-
Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm just confirming that we have...
There is no
that I know.
possibility of the Seahawks having to go on the road unless
Right.
it's to Detroit to play in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Excited about this, Terry?
Oh, absolutely.
You ready to broadcast live from Detroit?
You'll be there. I'll be sitting right here.
Well, you're not going?
Well, I don't have tickets or anything.
So then the championship game would be on Sunday or Saturday?
I have tickets, and I understand how you feel about that,
Right.
Terry. But if you didn't have tickets, and we could still say we're going to broadcast there, you can go, but you have to watch the game from a sports bar. You're not interested?
Well, sure, I'd be interested.
You still want to go?
I
Because
wanna
I'm telling
go
you,
to
I've been to the
sports
Super Bowl.
bar, yeah.
The whole weekend, the whole week is just filled with parties
Right.
and places to be. And
kind of a letdown, though, the broadcast, and then don't go to the game.
But
Have
you
a
know
nice
what?
life.
I think that would be fun because you can feel the vibe in a bar. I like that kind of atmosphere. I mean, granted,
more
I
into the
like
game.
I like the live thing too.
I'll
but-
two-way and tell you how it feels in
Okay,
there.
yeah, you let me know. You let me know.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun.
The championship game could be on Hotshot's birthday.
Oh, geez.
Right?
It could be on Benjamin's birthday,
It could be, too.
for all we know.
Yeah.
A true birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen all worked up about going to the Super Bowl. He's going to have an infant child. You can't go. You're not allowed.
Your life's over.
Your life's over.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Terry and I will sit at home and watch it.
That's right.
Both
Babies
breastfeeding.
in hand.
Mm-hmm. Sounds very exciting. It does.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of that, Kendall.
This is actually Vinny the Pooh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God, dude. Come on. Amen.
You know what?
Come on, Jimmy,
You want me to
get
give you the authority to leave
I'm
the premises?
I'm trying hard to stop John from spitting on Kendall.
Oh, jeez.
From
That's
drunk
not your responsibility, by the way. How about Kendall telling us in the last segment that John showed her around his apartment? What does that mean? She turned in 4 directions?
Yeah, I guess so.
He showed her around. I'm not imagining this is some huge duplex that he lives in, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay, it's a studio apartment.
Yeah, it's like 4 steps to each wall.
He showed me around the apartment. Turn your head in 4 directions. What is he screaming about now? What's the problem?
He's asking me like what do I expect from a a 1-bedroom apartment?
Did the bacon burn? Is there a problem there?
The fire alarm actually did go off in the middle of the break.
Is there that uncomfortable silence, the conversation running out between Kendall and John, or what?
You're too busy spitting on people. That's what you're too busy doing. You haven't seen me spit yet. I wish you would spit on me. I'm going to have to pass this phone. Pretty young brown-eyed boy. Okay, it's on.
He probably likes Vinny.
I am not liable for what I'm going to do to John.
What are you going to do to John?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kick him or...
Oh.
Push me down the...
Hit me right now.
Oh, my God. Anyways.
The rumor is, I don't know if this has been confirmed, but the rumor is John has the bad back and the bad posture that he has because one day, either in a drunken stupor or whatever the case may be, he fell off his apartment balcony down about 2 stories onto his back and broke his back.
He is 2 stories up, too.
Does it get any funnier than that?
He broke his back. I broke my back.
Ask him if that's true.
Yeah, he just pulled down his trousers.
Oh, jeez. So he's exposed himself to Kendall?
He did, I think. Hold on, man. See, now you're all touching on what you're touching on her, pulling down your pants.
Okay,
Oh, get her. Oh, my God.
This is all my fault, Terry, and I love it. Yeah, I love every second of this.
She's traumatized now, I think.
So you're telling us that just this second, John has exposed himself to Kendall and didn't even happen at a Crown Hilton? At a Crown Plaza.
Right now, just like it wasn't nothing, like he was used to it.
There was no shame. There was no warning. John just dropped trow in Kendall's face.
Dropped directly, and I...
All right, put Kendall on the phone.
Hold on.
Hear her reaction to
Eating a
this.
pancake while this was happening?
Hello?
Kendall, are you enjoying your brunch?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Okay, do you want to leave or not?
Well, yeah, I'd love to get back to the studio as soon as possible.
Let's get to the studio as soon as possible.
And Vinny's got to do the mail. He's really has important duties to do up at that new front desk. So.
So, are you enjoying your time, at least, that you spent in John's place, or no?
Well, I'm excited that I got to see exactly where this man lives.
Maybe next time when you proclaim in your little safe seat in the studio that you're such a huge fan of John's, you'll think twice.
You just gotta love him.
Because that's what happened if you're just tuning in. John called early this morning, as he tends to do, Terry, was screaming inaudibly, or at least to the point where we couldn't comprehend what the hell he was saying, as usual, and Kendall had a chime in and say what a huge fan of John she is. So we set it up so they could have brunch.
Yeah, and he's cooking.
Did she eat any food? I'm wondering if she actually ate the cooking.
Wait, what?
Did you pull anything from the buffet or not?
There was not really a buffet. There was a couple of pieces of burnt bacon, and the fire alarm went off. They were pretty black, and then a couple eggs, but they're a little runny. I don't know if the stove's exactly working right, but we do have a whole bunch of Old English HG 800 high gravity and a small keg of Beck's. So, if anything,
let's play.
John's eating.
Let's play what's in John's fridge.
All right.
About nothing.
Ahead.
Oh, he's screaming so loud I can barely hear you. We have a lot of Folgers coffee around here, too.
Wow, he's a big coffee drinker.
Folgers,
and
that's
let me tell you, he really
I think there's going to be a fight.
There's going to be a fight?
Vinny.
All right, hold on, let's take bets.
Yeah.
All right, I'm setting the odds.
Are you?
You got minus 140 on Vinny. You got plus 120 on John to win this fight. Because I see it as pretty even.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to touch John, so I'm going to take John.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm going to take Vinny because although he is scrappy and skinny, I think he can lose.
He can hear what Rob just said.
It's calling me Rob. I was getting serious over there.
Yes. You know what, Vinny?
Oh, God.
All right, put John on the phone. Only I can calm the man down there.
Wait, here's John.
Yes.
Here comes
Oh, jeez. Is that right, John?
Don't bring no thug-down little wannabe Jamaican bitch over here.
Wannabe Jamaican bitch.
You know what? Look at him taking his coat off.
He's taking his coat off? Well, you don't call him a wannabe Jamaican bitch and get away with it.
No, you don't. Thugged out wannabe Jamaican.
Oh, here he goes. You know what?
I want to hear him punch him.
No, don't you? No, I'm telling him right now.
Okay, let's take a
hear
break.
it.
Just have some eggs together. Come on. Let's hear it.
I want to hear the punch.
Hey, Vinny, please look into my little teddy bear on my mantle right now.
Okay.
Eminem's in the building. Watch is off. The new watch is off.
The new watch is off.
Oh, the bling is on the table.
If the new watch is off, that means it's on. All right, actually, John, go back to your old phone. John.
He's on his phone.
Oh, he's on his phone? Okay, good. John, are you there? John?
Here. John, you're on the air.
Listen, she's getting
on the phone.
I don't know what
Hello.
Okay, why don't you guys
I
all...
didn't realize my door was open. We got Kendall over here dressed like a little hoe.
Okay.
Oh, man.
How about a three-way kiss for a first-round bye?
Yeah, to nothing.
Sure, the ogre will be happy to hear that.
They dropped off. They dropped off the line, Terry.
I just want.
Your guess is as good as mine right now.
They took off the watch.
They took off the watch?
He did.
Kendall was dressed like a little hoe?
Oh, yeah, and it's on.
And it's on.
Wow.
Going to wait for them to call back, or?
Nah, we got food to eat.
You've heard enough.
They'll be fine, right?
It'll be love. Watch. We'll call back. It'll be
But he
love.
took the watch off, man. That sounds pretty
Yeah.
serious.
You did.
All right, let's get him out of there.
Okay.
Nah, let's leave him there till 10 o'clock. Jerry comes first. Who's this?
This is Kendall.
Kendall. All right, do you guys want to have a three-way kiss or not? And we can just call it a day?
No, we were walking towards the Hummer. There was almost a fight, and we were getting out of there. John pushed us out of his apartment.
He did?
Yeah.
All right.
He got really mad.
Why?
I don't know.
Thought he loved every second of this.
Vinny was about to punch him.
Yeah, that might make you mad.
Why?
I don't really know exactly what happened. I thought...
Well, he should have left you back.
What?
No, but John's got a new watch out of this deal. It was a good
No, we got the
transaction.
watch. Vinny's putting it on his hand right now. He
All
was
right,
putting
well, maybe
it
we should put it on his wrist instead. Okay, very good. There it is. It always does.
Brad Pitt kicked off the new year with a special holiday greeting for the paparazzi.
Oh, yeah, they caught him giving the paparazzi the finger, Terry.
That was nice.
He's a real tough guy.
Oh, he is.
Despite their holiday time together, Us Weekly's blaring headline is "The Wedding is Off." And contributing editor Katrina Zish says, don't expect a new bundle of joy from Mr. and Mrs. Smith either.
There have been reports that she's been taking prenatal vitamins and that she's even been spotted with something that looks like a little belly bump. Except according to Angelina, she is not ready to have a baby yet, so close to adopting Zahara.
Adopting Zahara?
Yes.
Is that the name they gave her, or is that her given name, Terry? 'Cause that's a nice name.
It is very
Or are they
nice.
just talking about the entire scope of Angelina's life so far? It's been Zahara.
I don't know if she named
Mm.
or if it was her given name.
I see. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
There it is. The true final word. What else? What are you holding there? What kind of magazine is that?
I'm ready for articles.
All right.
An
all
article,
right.
actually.
From what magazine?
Cosmo.
This will be our first magazine article of the new year, Terry.
Woohoo!
Oh, jeez. Well, it's either that or gay phone operator waiting on hold. I don't know. Okay, what's the title of the article, Terry?
The title is How to Handle His Flare-Ups.
It's flare-ups.
His flare-ups.
Mm-hmm. My wife just gives me a little preparation age, Terry. We move on with our day.
Not that kind of flare-up.
No?
No.
Your wife does that for you?
Yes.
Wow, that must be a romantic moment.
We're very close.
Yeah.
She has this way to do it with her tongue. It's very
Oh,
wrong.
man.
So, small tongue.
So you're talking about, like, flare-ups.
Anger flare-ups.
Anger
You know.
flare-ups. When a man gets angry.
Yes, and he flares up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Remind you that he's the man and you're just the little woman.
Whoa. Yes.
Is that what you're talking about, Terry?
Well, just little
Just
anger moments, little
Puts
anger
it on
ball
her
moments.
tongue and takes care of it.
She puts it on.
Well, if that was the way she went about it, then it certainly would settle down the situation. Why should women have to have strategies to deal with a man's flare-ups, Terry? Why should you have to deal with them, period?
Well, that's a good point. Why? Why are you guys?
Oh, I forgot, because she's the little woman. He's the man. That's right.
Oh, is that it? That's right.
Well, I'm asking you to give me an answer.
Well,
If you can't give me an
I
answer, then I'm not going to give you one.
Quite honestly, I actually think that most men, when it comes to the flare-ups, I think they're over a little stupid thing.
Mm-hmm. You mean like
Yeah,
you?
Yeah, just really idiotic, and it's always so overblown.
Oh, but when women have a meltdown or an anger-filled moment, it's very justified.
Always rational.
Yeah, for the most part.
So it's rational and never orchestrated through any hormonal imbalance, of course. All right.
Well, there are times, sure, but for the most part, I don't think that women are
Actually,
ones who just...
the truth of the matter is, when men have a breakdown kind of anger-filled moment, Terry, there's always something I think that's very much warranting the kind of behavior that he's throwing at you. When a woman has a screaming session, Yeah, I don't know what the hell she's talking about or referring to or why she's even gotten herself to that state.
That's probably the problem.
Yeah, that's because you guys like to deny anything.
There's nothing to deny!
Any wrongdoing that you may do because she's freaking out.
Okay, whatever. What do they suggest? How do women go about dealing with a man's flare-up, Terry?
Well, first of all, they suggest that you wait for the storm to pass.
Oh, what great advice. Thank you, meteorologist Free. Well, hunker down. We'll get the canned goods until he's done ranting and raving. And beating you senseless. Maybe he'll survive, and then he'll be all calmed down. That's nice. Great advice.
No, they actually say your best bet is to leave the room and let him just go off on his little tangent.
What if you can't leave the room because he's grabbed you by the hair and thrown you down and is pummeling you?
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be with him then.
That's a good point.
Okay?
Yes.
If he's going to be like that.
Yes.
But that's really not a bad suggestion because you men always complain that you know, when you get angry, hey, just leave me alone. And the big complaint from you guys is that us women, we don't leave you alone. So they're suggesting, like you, we'll just leave the room.
Okay. This is the way I deal with my arguments.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's right.
I'm sure it's great at your home.
You see how thoughtful I can be in listening to the situation? Didn't it sound like I was listening? Yeah, it sounds like you're listening. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad you're understanding. I'm glad you're taking it in. Yeah.
Maybe if we didn't just talk to each other, things might be a little bit better.
Well, you're a new married man with apparently new strategies that could work for generations.
That does apply to me, of course.
There it goes.
That's right, because you guys never argue.
So wait for the storm to pass.
Sure. Because it also says here you don't even want to try and reason with the man who's in
And then when the storm passes and he's out of energy, just rip him a new one.
No. They just say, you know, be clear with what your problem is, what your complaint is.
Because I'll tell you what, when a man gets worked up, Terry, he eventually will run out of energy. And then if you, as the woman, then decide to just pick it up from there, hey, he just has nothing left to fight back with.
All poo-pooed out.
Oh, jeez. Poo-poo.
Yeah.
All right, what's tactic number 2, Terry?
I just said that. Be clear with your complaint.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
They say that you need to make sure that he understands how his eruptions are affecting you.
His erections what now?
His eruptions.
Oh.
Not erections. We already know how those affect them.
Oh, is that right?
Us.
I know how it affects you, Terry. All right, let's get to something we can actually make heads or tails out of here.
He's a gay phone operator.
Especially tails.
He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Yes, Gay.
Boy.
I'd like to figure out what the hell's going on.
What's that, Gay?
I'd like to figure out what the hell's going on this morning.
With what, Gay?
I wake up and John's sending me text messages asking me if I like big bananas up my ass.
Okay, easy now.
I don't know what
the answer.
What I missed. I don't know what you guys were talking about.
Well, so you're saying you slept through the first 2 hours of the show at least?
Yeah.
Well, why would you do that?
Because I was tired last night, so I took an Ambien and I...
Ambien?
Does one Ambien really do anything to you? It's like giving an elephant a Tic Tac. I mean, does that really have any effect?
Breath still stinks.
Yeah, it does.
One Ambien.
Yeah, 2's even better, but 1's enough.
You took 1 last night or 2?
1.
5 milligrams or 10?
10.
10. All right.
You're not supposed to take more than 10 at a time.
All right, but you have, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go to my computer because I check email and messages and all that, and I go to MySpace. What the hell is up with you?
Oh, yeah. Well, we talked about that. Didn't we? Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
We did?
Oh, we kind of did.
Oh.
No. What is wrong with you?
With who? With me?
With you.
Why? Why do you say that?
First of all, you allowed me to be on your frickin' friends list. I mean, that's a miracle.
Well,
Whoa, step back.
You're one of the few people I accepted as a friend, so you were shocked by that. Is that what you're referring to? You're referring to all the pictures that are up there of me. I figured if it was time
Well, no, that's the other thing I'm, like, in shock about. Why are you putting photos of yourself
I told
up there?
you this.
Senior year.
It's senior year. Graduation is coming up. Some senior photos were needed after all this time, Terry.
Yeah.
After all these years of people.
Wow.
After all these years of people needing, wanting, asking, wondering what the T-Man looks like, after all my promises of after we become number 1, 9 years after we actually did, I thought maybe it was time to follow through, Terry.
Oh, that was nice.
Wow, that is nice of you.
Big day.
Yeah, it is.
It's a medium Teaman announcement.
Just been that I got bored the other day and just stuck them up there.
Oh, wow.
One of the two. But yes, I figured if I was ever going to unveil myself, why not on a website that is filled with 16-year-olds?
Right.
Yes.
I know a lot of people are going to like that nice, tight, wet shirt.
They may not.
Oh, baby.
I was surfing. I'm a very big surfer, as you can tell.
You love water.
That's a cute picture.
It may not be up there very long, but it's up there now for whatever reason. I'm not completely sure, Terry, but as I said, senior year, graduation coming, and senior photos are needed.
Right. You have to take photos of the whole year, things that you've been doing, you know.
So I need to copy them right away?
You better.
So, if you go to MySpace, there you'll see, after all this time...
Is that really you?
Pictures of the Teaman.
Yeah, they're really him.
And there's one of my wife.
Wow, really?
One of my son, Terry.
Aw, sweet.
Yes. What does the caption say under my son?
Oh, whatever.
What does the caption say? Read it, please.
It does?
Someday you can wake up, be at work at 6, and take John's calls, too.
Mm-hmm.
Why does that make you angry?
Because it's just ridiculous.
Because it's referring to John
Yeah,
and
but
nothing.
John's calls are good.
Oh.
Most of the time.
John's calls are entertaining. So when I pass on the torch, that's what he can look forward to.
Oh, that's great.
There it is.
That's something to look forward to.
All right. I'm sorry to shock you after you just got out of an Ambien coma. All right?
I'm like trying to rest, and I'm like, oh, crap, what the hell is this?
All right.
Rest from what?
Yeah.
I know. He's not working.
He's so worn out from doing nothing.
Well, he's
Being on the
eating.
computer is very tiring.
You know, moving my fat ass is enough work for me right now.
Oh, speaking of fat ass, I have a story here that kind of, I'd like to segue, if I may.
Well, you weren't even done with your little flare-up story.
I know, but I have a lot on my
perfect
file.
segue to flare-up was gay's ass.
No.
Yes, Terry.
No, it says here that automakers are making bigger car seats to, quote, meet the growing needs of the customers, end quote.
Well, they can't keep up with gay situation.
They say that, in fact, the 2006 Honda Civic's front seats will be 3/4 of an inch
Yes,
wider.
I heard about the story. Americans are so fat these days. Americans are so leading the charge with obesity that American automakers are making their car seats wider than ever before to accommodate your typical driver out there on the highways and byways of the great old U.S. of A.
That's right.
Wonderful.
Yes.
You know what? I fit fine in my car seat. My car seat is pulled up
That's because
all
you
the
took
way.
out the front seat.
Shut up.
To the back seat.
My car
You're
seat
in
is
the
pulled
back
up all
seat.
the way. The only thing I need is adjustable pedals.
You forgot. Okay, just as importantly as everything you've talked about this morning, and everything was so important so far, you made a reference yesterday, out of nowhere, out of the blue, that in 2006 you want to get stomach stapling surgery. Now, don't answer me yet. I know maybe you got caught off guard when I was throwing questions at you yesterday. I want you to take the time that I told you to take, and I want to make it clear that on Friday morning, what's today, Wednesday, Terry?
Yes.
On Friday morning, I would like you, after deep thought, introspective type moments, and time to think clearly and soundly, I would like you to give us your final word. And then you can't go back either way on whether 2006 will be the year that Gay's oversized stomach pouch gets stapled with apparently all the staples that the world has left. Wow. And on that day, before he makes that decision, just to make some extra fanfare for the moment, Terry, I would like two cases, as if they were lawyers, Terry, I would like two cases to be presented on behalf of Gay Phone Operator. I would like Hot Carl Scott over here to present the con side of all the reasons why he shouldn't get stomach stapling surgery in a speech that he'll make before the actual final decision is given. Wow. And I would like Stephen R. Kilbreth, with a new son due any second, to get his mind off all the anxiety of that by presenting the pro side of why Gay Phone Operator should, in fact, in 2006, decide to get the stomach stapling surgery that we offered him years ago that he declined having because he loves food so much. Right. Gay, Friday morning, a mere 48 hours from now, after both cases are presented by Scott and Steven, you are going to give us your final word on whether you're or not you're going to get stomach stapling surgery this year.
Okay.
And then if you do, we're going to carry that surgery live, Terry.
Wow!
Because you reported yesterday that 1 out of 300, or was it Stephen that said 1 out of 300 of those situations end in immediate death, which has to be taken into consideration. I hate to... There's no way to sugarcoat that. And then it was also discovered by Stephen later on in the show. He mentioned that even after you get through the surgery, there's still a small percentage chance that in the first year after that surgery that you will die.
Oh, done.
Yes.
Think you're out of the woods.
You're really helping my decision.
Maybe that's, well, you have to know all the facts.
But then again,
Die from
you
obesity.
pointed out, Gay, that if you didn't get the surgery, you would die anyway.
No, I know, and that's one of the things in the past I've always worried about and didn't want to do it because of the risk.
I don't want to even hear any more discussion. I want a 2-minute speech prepared by Hot Shot Scott to be presented Friday.
Oh, Friday, good.
And that will follow.
You guys have to do work.
You have homework.
And Terry has to do what?
That will follow. That will follow the... Terry will throw up some streamers. That will follow.
She'll pay somebody to do it.
The 2-minute speech that Stephen Kilbreth gives.
2 minutes?
All the reasons why Gay, in fact, should...
Look in a mirror. Look in a mirror. Look in a mirror. Look in a mirror.
2 minutes?
Get stomach stapling surgery.
Well, it's not stapling. He wants to bypass, right? Like that's like a big deal.
Well, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whichever one is the most appropriate.
They don't staple it on that one?
Yeah, they have two kinds. They have the bypass where they actually cut your stomach.
Yeah.
And then they
That's
have
the
the lap
gastric
band
bypass.
that just puts a band around
All
it.
right, which one are you
and
considering?
expands.
When I checked into the lap band before, they said I was too heavy for it. I don't know if they'll do that.
There are no bands big enough for your stomach?
So it looks like it would have to be the gastric.
Yeah, there is an abandoned vent that's going to hold your stomach down. Wow. All right, so you have to get the bypass then, right?
I don't know. I have to look into it more.
But doesn't the bypass involve staples?
Yeah. Well, they cut out, like you
they
said.
just cut out part of your stomach.
Yeah.
You can't.
Well, so they don't
control the
staple
food
anymore.
intake. So
why do they call it stapling then?
They used to call it stomach stapling
yeah, that was
surgery.
like the old stuff.
They still staple because they section off a segment of your stomach.
Yeah, they have to staple where they cut the stomach. They have to put it back
There
together.
you go. Why don't we... All right, anyway.
Well, that's bad when you're too heavy for the obesity surgery.
So, the closing arguments will be given by attorney Hopscotch Scott. Esquire the Third.
Love that.
And the law firm of Kilbreth, and Kilbreth will give the pro side, and then the final ruling and the final decision will be given Friday morning.
Wow, big day.
And then if he says, yes, I have heard both sides, and I have decided I want to get stomach stapling surgery, the wheels will be in motion, Terry. He could be getting that surgery within a matter of months.
Wow.
Whatever it takes to get him prepared. I don't know what kind of stuff he's got to do. They got to swab him with alcohol. It could take a full calendar year in itself. Anyway, that is going to be a big Friday morning moment, don't you think, Gay?
Big Friday moment.
Well, it'll be a final decision.
It'll be a final decision.
He's so dramatic.
And then afterward, we'll go to the buffet.
How about a lightning pole? A lightning pole for your life.
Now, wait. Terry, should the final arguments be made tomorrow morning and then the decision on Friday so Gay can take it all in, or you want to do it all Friday?
He takes it all in every week.
Wow. I kind of like to hear what they have to say tomorrow and then have him.
Now, can you guys, let me ask you guys, can you prepare really good, solid, because this is a serious moment, can you guys prepare 2-minute little final closing arguments on the pro and con side on behalf of Gay's decision-making process and the reasons he should and shouldn't? Can you do that by tomorrow or not? Do you need an extra day?
I can do it if you need it.
Wow.
Because if it's due Friday, I'll do it Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difference?
Okay.
Look at you, the
great point.
Great worker.
So there you have it. Tomorrow morning.
Oh, I don't get asked?
Around this time. Tomorrow morning around this time.
I have a question. Can I ask a question?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Are these speeches going to be like where you're sitting in the background going, right, and like making fun of us the whole time, or are they going to be taken seriously?
Let's think about that.
We're going to take them very seriously.
Okay, that's good.
So that means right.
And when I throw in a right or a sure, that means I'm taking it all in.
Right. No, that hurt.
But if it makes you happy,
that will hurt.
If you'd like me to turn off my microphone during your 2-minute speech,
come on,
as to why and giving all the reasons why, in your case, he should get the stomach stapling surgery, then I will do that for you.
I think the speech will be so mind-blowing that you will want to keep your mic on.
Well, all right.
You won't want to comment.
He knows that you, even if you say, I'll turn off my mic, you can't help it. You'll turn it back on.
And that's just a rough estimate, 2 minutes. It can't be under 2 minutes, but it could be a little bit over if you want.
Oh.
Okay. All right?
2 minutes.
Wow, Stephen.
It's a long time.
So you may want to rehearse it in a full-length mirror to make sure it's 2 minutes and to make sure you're giving all the reasons why he should consider getting, or in your case, not getting.
The con.
Yeah, the con.
Right. I'll have to talk extra slow to make 2 minutes.
Won't be hard.
All right, so that'll be tomorrow morning.
Yes.
And then Friday
the final
morning.
Decision is Friday.
We'll have maybe a couple of testimonials from fellow dysfunctional family members or whatever.
There you go.
John will chime in, or whatever the case may be, and Gay will give us his final decision on what he's going to do, because this could be a major, monumental, life-changing decision.
Definitely life-changing, yes.
So mine's why he should not get the surgery.
That's right. You're picking up on it.
I'm trying to think of a reason.
Well, so mine's so he should get it.
On Friday, you're going to have breakfast. You're going to have bacon and sauce.
Okay.
So, like needing a garden hose to wipe your butt after you go number 2, that's a con, right?
Okay. That would be under the con.
Well, he's gay, so he may like that.
Certainly in the con column.
Just making sure I get it.
Could be a pro, though. I'm going to use that.
Or maybe you could both use that one. All right.
The Teaman. $1 bill, y'all.
Where are they? Kendall and Vinny, stop for this. Side Jack. Where are they? Find out where they are, Pastela. In the meantime, let me see what text pages have rolled in this morning, ladies and gentlemen. At 97373. Don't you know? That's 97373. Let's see, where are we here? 8:48 and 2 seconds. Oh, this one starts here. I see. It's a continuation one. People write endless text pages that go on to the next one. You guys should have testimonials on the success and horror stories of former patients. I'm a former patient with a huge success story with my sister, and I got the surgery a month apart, and she has horror stories. Wow. You can call us tomorrow morning. That must be one handsome family there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
8:40.
Tough on your sister, though.
Yeah.
8:45 and 45 seconds. It doesn't matter if he gets the surgery or not. Gay phone operator's fat ass is going to die from calorie OD anyway. Wow. At least if he gets the surgery, he'll be able to fit into the casket. That's nice.
Whoa.
Huh?
Oh, my gosh.
You know, whatever. That's fine.
They
think whatever they want.
They make extra large caskets.
Oh, jeez.
God, we got it all down.
8:44 and no seconds. My money is on Amy having little Ben tonight if Stephen is having to do a speech tomorrow morning. I don't know why they feel that way. Maybe anytime Stephen is forced into doing something, he finds a way out.
He has a baby.
He has a baby. Yes. 8:41, and here starts a whole stream of these messages. Hey, T-Man, how do I get your pics on MySpace? You know what? You can't figure it out. I'm not helping you. Wow. And they're coming down in 3, 2, 1. I don't know the controls here. Let's see here. Hot shots farts smell like gerbil food.
That's nice.
8:39. What's with this graduating thing? All right. Hey, 8:39 and 7 seconds. What does Lou Pinella think of the ogre?
Oh, I get tired of making excuses for that big dumbass. He doesn't throw well. He doesn't run. Well, he's kind of a lazy guy.
But he makes up for not tackling and...
he doesn't tackle anybody.
Yes.
He can barely tackle Kendall, okay?
He doesn't need to. She's already lying there. Anyway, let's see what else is interesting here. 8:38 and 15 seconds just went to MySpace. Can't believe how handsome you really are. But then I saw your wife, and she's way hot, so I guess you won't want to do me, right? Or will you? Oh, geez.
Wow.
I'll just put that one in my pocket. And then, of course, there's the balancing act text page over here as I go down to 8:31 and 15 seconds. T-Man, you really are one of us. One of the real people out there, you ugly duckling. Isn't that nice?
That's sweet.
Yes.
Love that one.
And that's what I always wanted to be.
Yeah.
8:37 and 37 seconds. Yeah, they're coming in all kinds. A lot of people think, you tell them for years, Terry, that you're a cross between the Elephant Man and Quasimodo.
Yes.
And all of a sudden they're pleasantly surprised. Isn't that nice? Yeah, sure. 8:37. I don't want to read that. That's stupid. Yeah, handsome.
Oh, it said Steven's handsome? Yeah, I don't read that one.
Stupid. Yeah, Steven, you have your picture up there, too. We're all up there, baby.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
It's Terry and I together.
Picture 49.
All it takes is the inspiration of the pedophile playground, and we are showing ourselves to everybody.
Like crazy.
Yes. Saw your wife. Nice pull. You know, I don't need to hear that from people out there, all right? Okay.
Well, we all know that she was, on the Seahawk cheerleader on the front picture on the calendar, right?
Huh?
Your wife.
What about... it was such a long statement, I couldn't even figure it out. Yes, I guess. Let's see, what else is interesting? I'm going to skip over all these. Love the field trips you guys do on the show.
That's a field trip?
Yeah, where is Kendall? And what's his name? Vinny the Pooh.
Making a love connection.
Uh-oh.
John, you were scared, let's be honest, when the 5'7", 115-pound Vinny the Pooh, he's no slouch. He's not like some kind
of... I still kick that little white African-American Jamaican bitch's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was looking to bend over Kendall in my bedroom, but Vinny says, "Oh, no, don't take her there."
Yes, I'm sure it was only Vinny the Pooh that was standing in her way of making that happen.
Vinny in the bedroom, yeah, which is the one room that's in your house.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're in the Hummer. Hey, Vinny, are you getting that Hummer from...
Okay, there it is.
Oh, my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why they're not calling in. We've lost them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
7:42 and 43 seconds. This one's I skipped all the way back to 7:42, Terry.
Wow.
Hey, Kendall, does John's bedroom stink as bad as the ogre's football career? Wow.
That's not very nice.
7:41, 14 seconds. Hey, you effing a-holes. Thanks for leaving me for 2 weeks with nothing to listen to. I could have died. Oh, yeah.
Could have died. Wow.
It's a little extreme.
A little extreme.
Yeah.
Little bit now, don't you think?
I would say so.
Okay. Now, what else is happening in this world of ours, Terrence?
Just got a couple of quick things for you. First of all, whether you're interested or not in Indiana, they may start finding drivers if they cause traffic jams due to car accidents. Maybe they should do that here. Yeah. They'll get fined pretty big time. They don't give an exact amount.
I thought they already do fine people for car accidents here. Didn't you get a ticket for a car accident?
Well, yeah, you get tickets, but...
You get tickets if you cause, but not for traffic jams if you cause the pileup behind you. It's two separate tickets.
I see. They give you an extra ticket.
Yeah. Right.
Uh-huh.
Causing a big mess.
Yeah.
So if you cause the accident that causes a big delay for a lot of people to get to work or back...
You can be fined as well.
You can be fined extra for that.
Yes.
So what you're saying is Asian women beware, or what?
No,
What are you saying?
I'm just saying. Gosh.
Wondering. So I can say that because I'm half Asian woman, Terry.
Right, I understand that. As we've seen by your picture, huh?
Yeah. That's why people think I'm so handsome. They didn't realize such a good-looking Asian woman.
You look like half Julie Pilot, though.
Oh, welcome back. Nice to see you.
Wow.
Hate to have to drag you into the studio. You guys certainly took your sweet time getting back as opposed to the time it took you to get there. You want to explain yourself, Kendall?
Well, coming into Seattle is just a little bit more traffic.
You get a little jumbo jack from Winnie the Pooh on the way back, or what?
No. We just got pasty sandwich.
Really? They did? They brought you back a sandwich? Why didn't they bring us? Why don't you even ask us if we wanted anything?
He called it. Was from downstairs.
You asked us? Yes. I don't remember that. You remember that?
I don't remember that either.
You remember that?
He did ask.
What did I say?
I know. I don't know. I don't really know what he said.
I grunted or something?
Yeah, you just and then moved
you're
on.
part ogre, too.
I'm no ogre.
So Pacey just went ahead and did his thing.
Is that what he did?
He did.
And then he ordered a sandwich.
Yes.
So how was the experience, Kendall? Would you tell us all about the field trip, as listeners are calling it, to John's lovely estate for a brunch that you got to enjoy and will have that memory to the day you die? Yes, tell us how it was.
One word, terrifying.
Why
he pulled
terrifying?
down his pants. He was spitting and screaming and jumping around and...
Hey, listen, it all wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have opened up your silly, stupid yap early this morning when he called in saying what a big fan you were of his. You'll think twice next time, won't you?
I guess so.
Okay. So what you get as your penance for saying without thinking that you're a huge fan of John's is a penis in the eye.
From John.
From John.
Well, at least he cooked for you.
Yeah.
He made an attempt. You got to give him something for that.
He's a nice guy.
Okay.
We got more food in his house than I do. I don't have bacon and eggs in my fridge.
Yeah, how was he able to just whip out bacon and eggs like that?
I don't know. I don't know how he got it. We saw the couch that Kevin sleeps on, but Kevin mysteriously packed up all his things and left.
Everything he owns.
He grabbed all his guitars and all his
his clothing.
No, you know what? He got out and ran out the house because he heard a bitch was coming over.
Okay,
John.
Packing up her things, going to Italy.
Listen, John, why don't you just, what's the shame in admitting that you live alone? Why do you have to, put up this charade?
Well,
he lives on the height of bed.
You know what, Teaman? Kendall seen the bed he slept on,
the couch,
the height of bed that he slept on, and I opened up the closet so Vinny the Pooh and Kendall both could see his clothes hanging in there.
Did you see his clothes?
Well, I don't know if those
Kendall
are his or
said,
John John's.
Wow.
There isn't really a name
Why
tag
do you
on
leave?
them, but
Does he really have a one-bedroom, or is it a studio apartment?
it's a one-bedroom.
It is one bedroom.
There's a bathroom and
There is a bathroom.
closet.
Wow, this is dispelling all the rumors of no bathroom in a studio apartment.
There's a fire. There's the oven
Okay.
caught on fire or something because Kevin's pizza sauce was spilled all over the
So
burner.
is it a frightening apartment, or it looks actually, believe it or not, like some standard bachelor's apartment who's doing
looks
okay
standard.
for himself?
It looks standard. There's a lot of radios all over and some stuffed animals and a giant
studio apartment where I turn on the microphones every day. When Teaman comes to me, I can pull up the microphone. That's how I know.
All right.
And listeners out there, well, Kendall, you've seen what I'm talking about.
What's with the stuffed animals, John? Explain
There's
that.
stuffed animals
The stuffed animals are on my mantle.
And
over
there's
my
some in your
fireplace.
there's some in your bedroom
You know what?
too.
I've got a half of a Beck's miniature bottle that I already drank.
Okay, why?
He just giggles about it.
I understand they're on your mantle, but why the need for stuffed animals on your mantle and in your bedroom? What's
You're a grown man.
What's the connection to you and stuffed animals?
Because I got M&M kicked in it with me, don't you know?
What are you saying?
Giant M&M
I'm actually legitimately curious about this, Terry.
He doesn't
And
have Christmas trees. His decorations were Christmas
Right. You know what?
stuffed
You
animals.
missed the decorations there, Kendall. I took Santa down. I took...
I bet you did. Do you we heard about that. Do you like the security of a stuffed animal? Is that what it is, John? Is that why you have them on your mantle and in your bedroom? Is there something there or what?
What's a lot of pussy? I get to that.
Okay, I don't, never mind.
Is it stuffed animal, or is it like taxidermy?
I'm actually asking him a question that I'm actually genuinely curious about. He had a lot of stuffed animals all over his house?
Well, yeah,
his
he
apartment?
yeah, there was like probably about 15, 20.
Unbelievable. That is really weird.
For a grown...
I wouldn't have visualized that for some reason.
No.
Something about the spitting on yourself and everyone else you talk to, and the ability to just drop trow without any
Maybe him and Kevin have a good time with the stuffed animals.
self-consciousness, Terry. I don't connect that with a guy who's into stuffed animals all over his apartment.
No.
And a giant keyboard.
The weirdness continues. Oh, we knew about the giant keyboard. We heard him on the air with that before.
Yeah.
But we've never heard any. You see, I knew we'd figure out something, some new nugget in John's life.
That is definitely a nugget.
And the new nugget, after all these years, he's got stuffed animals on his mantle.
Does that nugget come with hot mustard?
And in his bedroom.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
And there was a visual of Kendall posting up on all fours, and I done plowed that wood, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
But Kevin was gone.
Yes.
He never answered that question either that you asked him. Why not just admit that?
What's the shame
I
in
know.
saying you live alone, that there's no roommate named Kevin? I don't understand it.
I don't either.
It's cooler to live alone, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, you MF and mother effers?
Yes.
I do have a roommate, and Kendall can verify that.
I can't verify anything.
It's just this quest to have everyone believe he actually has a friend
Right,
or
that's what
some
it is.
wingman or some compadre
Well,
that he hangs with.
maybe Kevin and him are actually lovers. He just doesn't want to come out of the closet quite yet.
we're not
and-
lovers.
Wow.
No.
Oh, well.
That has nothing to do with it, Terry.
You had one queen bed in the whole apartment. For two roommates.
For a queen. Not a twin, not a full size that Gay would have.
Yeah, but a queen
bed.
That means two.
Kendall, once you come clean,
Okay.
you freaking assless.
Okay, Kendall, obviously you're making a huge impact with John in his life. And all he needs is your cell number and your history. Anyway.
Right. Let's give it
Oh,
out.
my God.
Where are we now, Terry? What are you talking about there?
I was talking about in Indiana, they're giving tickets.
Oh, yes.
For the
yeah.
auto accidents that cause traffic jams.
What else? What else is happening in the world of ours?
Well, since we're talking about, traffic and cars and stuff, another...
At age women beware, yes.
For all of us who drive SUVs, apparently they're not as safe for our kids as we think they are. Because they roll over. They're a little bit safer than most, but when they do the whole rollover thing,
right,
They're really not as safe.
I would imagine any car that rolls over is not as safe as you might want it to be.
Well, no, I know that, but SUVs are more likely.
Over 6 times
But SUVs are more likely to roll over than a.
Sounds like a story you would give us in 1991. It is 06, right there.
It is.
Whoa, really?
But I mean, there's more SUVs out on the road now. You have to admit.
Yeah, people are buying them because they didn't think they're safer.
They do, and they drive like they think they're safer in the snow, in the rain, and
ridiculous.
really, it's.
I've never seen an SUV roll over in my life, except when it's over in a ditch and I'm like slowing down to see it.
Oh,
but the act of rolling over, you've never
seen it actually roll over.
Right.
I've seen it play dead.
Have you seen a car roll over?
Maybe not. I don't know.
I've been in a car that spun out.
Wow, spun out.
Yeah.
You are so cool.
That was the parking lot in high school.
Unbelievable.
You grew up in the Tri-Cities,
that was
didn't you?
I-5, actually.
You've seen it all.
The Teaman.
Here's a Kevin Federline song, Terry, we never got to today.
Wow.
You know the one Steven downloaded and had to pay $7 for?
Yes.
Off to a good start.
Sounds like John's doing backup here. Background vocals, Terry.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, this is the Kevin Federline song that is available on his website for 99 cents. Or actually, did you say it went down, Steven?
Yeah, it's now 79 cents.
Wow.
79 cents. What a discount.
Yahoo Music.
Tomorrow it'll be a dime.
Yeah. I should have waited.
I tell you, I'm sure Brittany's proud already.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Genius, I do shout, I descend it, bobos out. Got genius, I do shout, I descend it, bobos out.
You know, let me call Karen Wild right now. The music director here at the station is a man they should be put in the rotation immediately, Terry.
Absolutely. Music.
Yes, find her. This is very important.
Oh, you think she's here?
No, it's not 11. Yeah, you're right. Huh.
She was on before we were.
Clear Channel, Seattle.
Available at the front desk. How about that?
We have like 4 employees. Just do everything.
Good morning.
The word was that I heard, Terry, that Vinny the Pooh was not. It was not some little radio moment. He was actually ready to kill John.
I was seriously mad. And he kept.
And I'm not doubting that wasn't your true feelings. I mean, people actually came up to me saying, you know, Vinny's told us he wasn't, like, joking. He was ready to kill John, and it was all serious. I'm like, of course it was serious. Everything we do is pretty much serious. And I wasn't thinking that he was saying something on the air that it didn't mean.
Right.
Not at all. Like, okay, it's cool. He's loud. I can deal with that. He spit once or twice. Okay, he's drunk. I can deal with that. He starts spitting on Kendall, tried to kiss her on the ear, dropped trowel, spitting at me. I was like, okay, I've had enough.
And once he dropped trowel and you realized he was a bigger man than you, you just had it up to...
I had to defend my...
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Karen Wild anywhere in the building that you know of? Have you heard of Karen Wild? Are you familiar with the Karen Wild?
I am familiar. She might... It's meeting day, so she's probably in and out of a meeting somewhere. I can try to page her. Hold on.
Yes, page Karen B. Wild.
Staff meeting today, so we need to leave early.
And if she's not available, page Julie Co-Pilot. This song cannot go without being played at least 3 dozen times a day on the station.
I can't wait to hear the other, people on the station, all the other jocks, sell it to everybody.
Popozayo is going to be the big thing.
I mean,
that's the new word of 06.
Do you have any wonder now as to why Kevin Federline started to feel like he didn't need the dead weight that is Brittany and could make it on his own, Terry?
Yeah.
I mean, after hearing this, I just feel bad for all those in Tacoma or wherever they are that send me CDs all the time saying, how do I get played on your radio station? And we have to tell them, help, it's just not good enough. And then they hear this. Although this isn't being played anywhere, and it's not going to be, but still.
Well,
Should I call Karen Wild's cell phone, or is she not going to buy any of this?
Go for it. Why not?
Give her a call.
Yeah, you just never know.
See if she's even heard it.
Let's see which artist.
We're always looking for,
Let's see which artist.
breakthrough song of the year.
Right, this is
could be it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see which artist she has doing her voicemail.
Yeah.
This is this year's Hollaback Girl, maybe.
Hey, what's up? This is Kevin Federline. Karen's not available.
Hello?
But Popozayo, baby.
Hey, Karen B. Wild.
Yeah?
What's up? You listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, then you don't need me to tell you then. Never mind. Are you going to be playing this or no?
You know, I really would hate to play it because then the local artist would think that it's that much easier to get on the radio station.
Oh,
Well, we paid for it.
Yeah, we did
Fair
download
and
it
fair
for
and
free.
square.
Yes.
I mean, no.
So maybe we should get our money's worth and play it a couple of times during the day and then have some listeners tell us what they think.
Okay, can we get a clean version?
This isn't the clean version?
In Portuguese, it means bring your ass on the floor and move real fast. I want to see a kitty and a little bit of titty. Want to know where I go when I'm in your city.
It's already grown to me there.
We want to get a clean version and a good version.
It seems like, though, that's what everybody wants to do when they travel. So,
yes.
If you're listening to the words.
Well, let me ask you in all seriousness, are you considering putting this in rotation or no?
Yeah, I really don't think so.
Well, I mean,
We'll see. If it tops the charts, it'll be on it.
I mean, you could compare it to the whistle song. I mean, people are whistling on their songs and saying blah, 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 blah.
Wow, Terry's saying compared to some of the other things you've chosen to play on the radio station, why not this?
The guy at the dentist.
What's your response to that, Terry? If we're challenging some of your selection of stuff you do put on the radio, Karen B. Wild?
Those are pretty big hits.
And she says she can take you, too.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to see that.
She wants to have a pose down against you.
Turn me on.
No kidding.
I guess it's no less talented than Laffy Taffy.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
You don't like Laffy Taffy, Terry?
No.
You can't see the difference between this song and Laffy Taffy?
It's about the same.
No,
in
it's
my
not.
eyes. Oh, come on.
God.
Laffy Taffy.
I'm writing
Laffy Taffy.
I'm writing a song called Jolly Rancher.
Okay. The Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, see?
Get the Jolly
Catchy.
Rancher.
Yes, well, you're a little late to the party.
Don't you worry about all that though, cause the cat is coming straight out of the nose. Them shows over here, bring that Brazil booty on the floor.
Oh, yeah, how can you deny wanting to bring the Brazil booty on the floor, Terry?
Hey, Brazil booty is good, right?
Is Brittany Brazilian?
No, but I think he's wishing she were at this given point in time.
All right, well, I just think you should give it some consideration. I think he's onto something there.
It's not horrible.
Well, if you guys give me a copy, I'll make sure the nighttime players
We
get a
got
little buzz.
Yeah, I want to hear Eddie sell this bad boy.
We got a copy for you. All right?
Okay.
Vinny spin
All right.
it in the clubs.
Yes. Now, John wants to say something to you because I know you're a huge fan.
Hey, Karen B. Wild, you know what? You're so B. Wild. You're the music director of my cock.
Oh,
Really?
right. It's not right. Okay, we can't do that.
Zayo, baby.
It's already having an effect on people.
All right, there it is.
In Portuguese, it means bring your ass on the floor and move real fast. I want to see a kitty and a little bit of titty. Want to know where I go when I'm in your city.
Where do I go? Where do I go in your city? Come on.
I'm just leaving that up to your interpretation, Terry.
Is that really him?
That's the beauty of Kevin Federline.
What a rapper.
Oh, you're liking it now, aren't you?
No, if it wasn't him, you guys would probably like
It
it.
sounds like Eminem.
Well, it's a lot of effect on his voice. It sounds kind of chorused and doesn't really sound like like this, like I pictured, you know.
What did you...
He looks like a dumb stoner guy.
Just your type of guy.
Actually, doesn't sound as bad as I thought it would.
You're almost sounding like the ogre. Oh, wait, I can't talk about the ogre because Kendall asked me in all seriousness during the break if we could stop talking about the ogre because he's getting very upset about us talking about him.
She actually asked you? That was...
Yeah, that was her first
Dummy.
mistake.
She said on her drive back to the station from John's place where she had wild sex. In case you tuned in late, Terry. In case you tuned in late.
Nasty, man.
She said she called him and he's really angry. And
Why is he
he's
really
angry today.
Because they didn't use
Angry.
protection.
What's he angry
What
about?
is he angry about?
He just didn't. He just doesn't like it.
Did he not listen
like
yesterday?
He didn't listen yesterday.
Oh. Phew. I'd be more angry about yesterday than today.
Okay.
Me upset with girlfriend.
Oh, boy. Here comes the ogre, all angry.
So we're not allowed to talk about him? Is that what you're telling us?
Well, I'm not telling you can't. Yeah. Well, I would just
trying to
prefer if we,
Well,
we could talk about other things.
okay. If you wanted to say something to him right now to clear the air and make sure he's aware of how you feel, what would that be? I'll give you an opportunity now.
He just knows that I love him.
Is that really true? I mean, let's be honest. You're heading to Italy. You already got the ring. He's angry at you. Why not just
He's not angry at me.
address the handwriting on the wall and just decide it's time to just call it quits?
Because it's
Lighten up, big
not.
fella.
You'll be in Federico's arms by this time next week over in Florence, so what's the big deal?
Yeah, lighten up, big fella. He'll get anybody he wants.
Yeah,
He's a
that's
big-time
right.
football player.
He is. Ogres.
So you know what he's going to do? He's setting the framework for when you go to Italy and you find out that he's cheated on you, if you even see it that way. He's going to be like, well, you did all that stuff on the radio the week. What choice did I have?
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
But actually, he doesn't
And she'll
talk like
buy
that.
it.
This is the way he'd say it. He'd say it like this. Me want Pizza Hut. That's what he'd say.
Okay.
Okay.
But she'd buy his reason for cheating, so.
Let's see what text pages need to be addressed here. In the final moments. All right, Texas will win for it. A lot of people with their predictions on the biggest college football game in the history of college football, Terry. At last I checked, college football has a little bit of a history.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. T-Man, I don't know Italian, but I can teach Kendall some Japanese that I know. For example, suck on my wang. Oh, jeez.
What does that mean?
All right. A lot of people are text paging about Kendall, Terry. Which makes me think maybe we should play. Maybe it'll be today, maybe tomorrow, because we're running a little short on time. Let's Get Personal little segment, Terry. You know how we love to do that, but this time it's only for Kendall.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I like it.
Popozayo. Popozayo.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we can't talk about him, so let's talk about her.
Okay, baby. Woo.
9:05 and 12 seconds. T-Man, your family is so beautiful. Is that unbelievable, Terry? And you are so not ugly. Well, that's always what I've strived for, Terry.
Yeah.
For that
so
kind of
not
confirmation.
ugly.
Most people would take not ugly.
You are so not ugly.
It's good to be so not ugly.
Yes. I'll take my pictures down immediately. This is
Yeah.
What else needs to be right here? T-Man, my boyfriend decided 9:01 and 42 seconds. T-Man, my boyfriend decided to talk over your answer when you discussed on how to find you on MySpace. Will you say it again, please? Signed, Cassandra. Well, he didn't talk over anything, Cassandra, because I said nothing on how to find me. If you can't find me on your own, you're SOL.
That was a pretty tricky way to get you to say it, though.
Regretting the moment I did this anyway. But I figured, with all the people that have come down here over the years, Terry, with all the cockamamie stunts we've done, like bring down Spackle and stuff like that, and all the Christmas parties we had, like, I'm still getting over the one we had 3 weeks ago.
Oh, man, it was a
With all the things we've done, I figure everyone knows what I look like anyway at this point. I mean, who hasn't seen me at this point?
I don't know.
Everyone hasn't seen you. People ask me all the time what you look like.
Oh, jeez. Well, who asked you anyway? Did I ask you to chime in?
Did the ogre ask?
It doesn't want to be discussed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shame on
you. What's your MySpace address? You're not ugly, you're cute. Oh, hey there. Hey, you said the one. I never thought I'd want to do you, T-Man. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, right.
Put that number in there.
Signed, Mom. What else? Anything else here? My body smells like a trunk of a tree.
Oh, yeah.
That must have been a good one. Wow.
Call that one back.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
I don't think it was that.
T-Man, that's not what I thought you would look like at all. Oh.
Gee.
I was expecting your vision of me to be dead on.
I love that.
I think it's always disappointing to people. At least in my situation.
I was going to say.
You're on the air. Take a couple of final calls here, even though we may not play Let's Get Personal today. I don't think I have the time.
I thought we were playing Let's Get Personal, Team.
Well, I don't know if I have the time, but if you want to, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, sir. What's up?
Kendall.
Uh-huh.
Let's Get Personal.
Okay. I guess.
Is it true that you don't allow your boyfriend to give it to you through the VJ?
Okay. That's what we can't hear all that. We got to dump some of that. But, Kendall, you can ask all the part that was able to be aired. Go ahead.
Give me presents? I got a ring for Christmas. What is he asking?
You had a great Christmas? Okay, that's all you wanted to know.
You know what he was talking about. Stupid.
Wow. See, we can't play Let's Get Personal with just Kendall. All these vile men with their comments are calling in, Terry.
Yeah, especially Stephen, who just called her stupid.
I didn't call her stupid. I called it stupid that she acts that way.
We can't play Let's Get Personal with Kendall. That's clear. Okay, so let's play it with Terry. 1-866-663.
Don't we know all the answers already? No, I don't like to do myself.
Okay.
I'm not
Easy
a
now.
lesbian. I'm not into women. And
right. Sure.
I don't take it in the Steiner.
I got it. Oh,
I
the
do
Steiner.
have
I love
a
the
wizard
Steiner.
sleeve, however.
Yes.
That is true.
All right, are you the music director of your husband's weenus? That's the real important question.
Okay, there we go. 1-866-663 T-Man. You're on the air. Hello.
Kendall.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you got the message.
Let's Get Personal.
This guy sounds like a nice guy, though. I can just tell by the sound of people's voice. He's going to ask something very clean, very sincere. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Does your moose knuckles sound?
Okay, there we go. I guess you can't tell a book by its cover, can you, Terry?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm dying to know the question, though.
Yeah, well, that one I didn't even bother to dump because I figured he was getting to something we'd have to dump, so I cut him off in midstream.
Yeah, once you get to Moose Knuckle, it's pretty much downhill from there.
Do I dare go to another phone call?
Sure.
1-866-6. This is all toll-free, keep in mind.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad the people don't have to get any charges incurred from these phone calls.
That's good.
And 1-866-663-T-Man, and you've made it. Good morning.
Do I dare go to another phone call?
Oh, jeez. Wow, we're having a good time here, aren't we?
We are.
Yes. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on.
I'm sorry?
You're on the air.
Oh. I'm just curious to know, T-Man. Someone told me that you were a fat, blonde man.
Fat blonde man. Well,
I haven't seen you, so I'm just curious.
the pictures are up. They're up.
Yeah, wait till the summer when I have highlights.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're mistaken it for.
It's not every day over the past number of years you've been able to see the T-Man on a surfboard.
Oh, yeah, surfing like a big guy.
Catch a wave, man.
I really caught a big one, didn't I?
Oh, if it swells, ride it.
That's my philosophy.
Ride that tube.
Not going to give you a roadmap to get there, because I'm not even, it was a half-assed little moment I had putting those pictures up anyway.
It's not that difficult.
But it's senior year. Woo-hoo! Graduation's coming.
Wow.
Why not?
Why not?
Was my feeling, Terry.
Sure.
After all the promises I made from way back when, I used to lie to people and say, just make us number one and I'll reveal myself. It was all a lie. So now finally I'm paying up after 9 years.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice of me?
It is very nice.
You can't call me a Welcher anymore.
No, you can't.
They're there, and I chose MySpace.
To unveil them.
Yes. So all the 14-year-old girls can get quite the thrill.
Oh, and they are.
So party on.
The T